What is going on, everybody? How you doing? Happy freaking Saturday Night Live with the Bad Diggity Diz. I hope everybody's had a great weekend so far. Who's in the chat? I see King Andy, sports expert, LA Lou, Afghanistan, my man Quentin Nichols, diehard Giants fan. By the way, your shirts went out today, just so you know, guys. I got to the post office today, so I sent out a lot of shirts. So they are on the way. What's going on? Nerding Out Sports, the Formula Fitness. What's up, Punkum, my man? How you doing? Trucker Tim's in the house. Brandon Rogers, what's good, everybody? Like I said, I hope everybody's Saturday. Andrew K, how you doing? Man, a long time no see, Andrew. Hope all is well with you, sir. My man, Afghanistan. My man, Punkum. Yeah, hell yeah, Punkum. I like this house. I'm going to hang out here for a while, man. I'm going to hang out in here for a while. Sidon Smith, what's going on? Diego Mazulos. How you doing, Diego? Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very much. Daniel Barry, Matthew Menatakis, Liquid Wheeler, Kevin Cronin. Again, for whatever reason, StreamYard chunks up all the chat, which I hate. I don't know what's up with that. So if I miss a comment, sorry about that. It's because of the way the stupid StreamYard chat works. Sports expert KP. What is going on, everybody? Ballard, how you doing? Giant Carnivator. What is going on? So, yeah, I mean, not much to talk about as usual. Just kind of hanging out, man. You know, the Giants, thank you, Matthew. Appreciate that. Pigskin Pete, my man. How you doing? Favorite to win the Slob Olympics, by the way. Pigskin Pete is in far better shape than all of those guys going to Atlanta, no doubt in my mind. He's got that. Fahad, Terry Bogart, Poppy Chulo, Chad, Andrew Bontempo. What's going on? Thank you guys for being here. I know I missed somebody because, again, this thing is Lakeem Edwards. How you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. I hate the way this thing works. Julian Tate, what's going on? Again, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Dire Giants fan. Yes, this living room is beautiful. It is unbelievable. Sarah Small, my lady. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Haven't seen you in a while. Ligma, what's going on? Ligma. How you guys doing? Chris Leone, what's up, my man? Hey, guys being here. Cold day today. Low 60s. No sun. A lot of wind. Cold, almost like October. Felt like football weather today. I don't like that crap. And tweaked my back a little bit, picking up a little Baddog there. That's not good either. We got to get that in order so I can go running tomorrow. No doubt about that. Hakeem J, Daniel Dixon, what's going on, guys? Thank you again, everybody, for being here. I do appreciate it. I just hate the way this StreamYard thing works. What do I think about the NBA coming back? I'm very happy for that. No doubt about it. And OGR Sports is in the house. Brilly. Thanks so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. If you guys haven't subbed up to OGR Sports, please do so. Make sure you guys go over there, sub OGR Sports, who accepted Philly 500's bet. Philly 500, I love Philly 500, but Philly 500 is a little too biased. I don't think Philly 500 can say a bad thing about the Eagles unless he's watching them live. Then he can. But video-wise, he'll never say anything bad about any of these guys. And, you know, he made a video today saying Kevon Wallace was going to have a better year than Xavier McKinney. And he wanted to bet somebody. And OGR stepped up their plate and took that bet. And OGR is going to win that bet. He says, what's good, my man? Wondering what's next Giants jersey. What my next Giants jersey will be. It's going to be Xavier McKinney. It's going to be the guy that gets you your Giants jersey. OGR Sports. That is the jersey that I'm going to get next. The Xavier McKinney. If they have a color rush, I'm definitely going for that. But yeah, I love Philly, but he's a little too biased sometimes, I think. I mean, they just know he came out with the Eagles are the fastest team in the league, which isn't true. And I did the video to prove that, but you know, it is what it is. Yes, Mr. Foot Fetish. Yes, Philly 500 does love feet. That he does. If he wins the bet OGR, I'm surprised he didn't ask for a picture of your feet. Because he loves it. But thank you for dropping the link to OGR's channel in the chat, Dire Giants fan. Appreciate that, man. Oh, Dire Giants fan's great about that. So I really appreciate that. Sub him up, guys, if you have not. He's deluded. Well, he's I love him. I mean, that's my guy. But he can't say a bad thing. He can't be honest about the Eagles. Talking about how bad our schedule is and everything else, man. Their schedule, they got the same schedule as us, except for instead of the Bucks, they get the Saints. Instead of the Bears, they get the Packers. And they're talking about our schedule. This is a team that was 9-7 last year. We'll see how they do. I think they have the advantage in the division for the simple fact that their coaching staff is the same and everybody else's coaching staff is different. But Kenny Erickson, what's going on? Jared Williams, Christy Braunbeck, how you guys doing? Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate that. Much appreciated. That's watching the Giants and Mariners make the playoffs. I just hope we have baseball, and we have it. Hoping that we have baseball. Definitely hoping that we have that. No doubt about that. Hoping for sure that we have some baseball. What's going on there, Crimson Brave, Chill Daddy? Look, thank you guys for being here. Pro Gamer Galaxy. I think the Giants are gonna make the playoffs. Lakima, not this year. No, I can't honestly say I think that we're gonna make the playoffs this season. I don't think we're that good yet. I think that if everything breaks right, we stay healthy, and we get lucky, there's a possibility because the division stinks and there's an extra playoff spot. But I'm not expecting it. Not this year. Next year, I expect it a lot. Ballard Sports Media, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. I love what he just said right there. He said, Saquon Barkley, 2020 MVP. Expect a good year. I expect a good year. I would love him to win MVP because if he wins MVP, that means the Giants had a damn good season. That means the Giants had a damn good season if one of our guys wins MVP. I would love that. That would be amazing. I just don't think we're there yet. I think next year is our year, but I just don't think we're quite there yet. L.A. Lou, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly. He says, I was watching the Australian Baseball League the other day. What channel is that on? Could you let Baddog know? Because I would love to watch some Australian baseball because they would be playing like in the middle of the afternoon here, right? Australia's like, what? They're 18, 19 hours ahead of us. They might be playing at like midnight, but that's a little easier for me. But he says, I was watching the Australian League the other day, Perth versus Canberra. The majority of players were former and current MLB minor leaguers. It was great because you could pronounce the names. Yes, that's much easier when you can pronounce the names. It'd also be much easier if, like I said, they played at like 10 o'clock at night over here instead of 5 in the morning. That'd also be a lot easier. But that'd be great, man. That would be awesome. And again, thank you for the super chat. And OGR Sports, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my man. I really appreciate it. He says, don't think we're going to have baseball, man. Not after the reports I just read. Hope I'm wrong, though. Yeah, well, I've said this before, OGR. Baseball don't play this year. They're in deep crap. Their collective bargaining agreement's up this year. But they have to do a whole new one next year. And if they're this far apart now, that league is in deep trouble. Manfred's a piece of crap. That guy's that guy's awful. He's the worst commissioner in baseball. He's worse than Roger Goodell. He's awful. He is he's terrible. They better get their shit together, man. Baseball cannot do this. Be a really, really bad look. Really, it'd be a really bad look for Major League Baseball if they don't play. I mean, that's millionaires fighting with billionaires. Millions of people are around the country out of work because of this pandemic. Bad luck for baseball. They're already struggling as it is. They don't need this on top of it. So, I love Acuna, Crinsbury. Brooklyn Hit Squad, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, Nerding Out Sports, never thought I'd be hearing the day where I said I missed Bud Selig, but Bud Selig was much better than Manfred. I can tell you that much, man. Pro Gamer Galaxy, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it. As baseball said, they haven't. They're supposed to. Yeah, it did, Anonymous. It did. But they got to, Terry, 1994, said the Expos never recovered, and Selig allowed steroids in the game to get the game back. That's exactly what happened. But they're in trouble if they don't. Definitely. Techie, what is going on, my man? How you doing? Howdy. Thank you for joining the stream, man. Appreciate it very much. Good to see you, sir. I should do an old-fashioned rant on the yeah, I should do a rant on that. I can't say. I mean, it's BS, man. I side with the players in this one anyway. They just want a longer season. Manfred, this is what I'm going to say. Manfred said before the draft, no matter what, there will be a baseball season. He said 100% there's a baseball season. It might only be 48 games, but 100% they're playing. Well, we'll see. L.A. Lou, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my good man. Way shout to him for the Laker Dog hat. Laker Dog will be back on July 31st. Might not have any freaking baseball at that point. At least I'll have basketball. And football will be around the corner. He says the ABL has a website and you can pick the games. That is awesome. I might have to check that out. You didn't have to super chat for that, but thank you for letting me know the website. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I agree, Ron. I don't think the fans will come back this time. I don't. Benjamin Wynn, my man. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Are you having beer tonight? Drink for me. I'm cutting down alcohol for at least 24 hours. I just have one Angry Orchard, and then that'll be it for me. Just one Angry Orchard. Benjamin, I want to tell you, your hat came in today, so try. It's hard for me to get to the post office during the week, but I'm going to try to get there on Monday. I'm going to send the hat and the shirt to you on Monday. So that did come in today, and that should be on its way to you. Still waiting for Butcher Block of Patriots Talk freaking hat to get here. But that should be that'll be on its way to you on Monday, hopefully. Irish New York Sports, what's going on? Thanks for joining the stream, brother. Good to see you. They send it back to June 30th. Well, baseball? I hope the NFL. Well, the NFL is going to, let fans go to game. Hopefully they do, Diego. I just don't I don't know what they would do about the tailgating in the parking lot. That's the interesting thing. What they would do with the tailgating. So who knows what they would do with that? You having cherry Diet Pepsi. That is what started me on Diet Soda. Was Diet Cherry Pepsi. I used to hate Diet Soda until that. New York Finest, what's going on? I did not see Baker Mayfield's comments. I was not home most of the day. My nephew's birthday, we celebrated my nephew's birthday today, so I was not home for most of the day. I had to run out. I ran out, like I said, I ran out to the post office this morning. I worked out, and then we went right over there. So I just got home maybe whenever I set the stream up, about an hour ago. So I've been out all day. I haven't looked at anything at all. I did see that. I was talking about that Beast October because our boy OGR Sports accepted the bet. And I was talking about how I love Philly 500. He's my guy, but he's definitely biased when it comes to Eagles. And he's not realistic. Let's just put it that way. He's not. A lot of Eagle fans aren't. A lot of Eagle fans, for whatever reason, they won a Super Bowl in 2017 and they think they're still that team. They're not that team. They're an older team. And a lot of their draft picks are usually bad. And it's no different this year. But they like to talk their players up like everybody they have is God. And it doesn't matter. The guy could come from a team and not be good, but as soon as he puts on an Eagles uniform, he's God. That's just the way they are. And I love him to death, but you never hear him say that a Philadelphia Eagle player stinks. He'll try to find something to tell you that he's good when they're not. Kevon Wallace is not going to have a better year than Xavier McKinney. He's talking about our schedule. Their schedule is tougher than ours. But Afghanistan says, thumbs up the stream. I've had Cop Hizzle on the channel. The other guy can go scratch. I'll never have him on my channel. Ever. Dude's a scrub. It never happened. MH. What's good, my man? MH, you should look at the picture on Twitter. You get a kick out of that. OGR Sports, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate so much, guys. Brilly, my God, this is my nephew's birthday as well. Very nice. How old is your nephew, OGR? Mine turned 16 today. Turned 16. My oldest nephew is going to be 23 in February. It just tells you how old I am. Well, of course, my oldest kid's going to be 27, so it tells you how old I am too there. I know what kind of Mexico. I see you, Anonymous. I see what you did there. Abduli, what's going on, man? Go Yankees. Let's hope we have a Yankee season. Can we have Rob Manfred? Yeah, let me get Rob Manfred on the channel. Blinky, what's going on, my man? Father's Day plans? No, that's next week, right? Isn't Father's Day next week? It's not tomorrow. Is it? I don't even know. I don't even know, but what pick? It's picking me. I'll be honest. Somebody told me the picture I put on Twitter looks like it should be on the cover like of a movie or so. The hell they were talking about? Like it looks like a movie poster. I'm jacked, MH. I'm freaking jacked. Blinky, what's going on? That's what I was talking. Blinky, I sent your shirt out to you today, sir. So you guys should be seeing those soon. Dire Giants fans sent yours out. LA Lou sent yours out. So it should be good. Yanks did not cheat. That's old news that they brought up today. It's old news. That's the stuff from 2017. That's the type of stuff that the Red Sox did. The league didn't even care. So that's garbage. It's a garbage story. It's just what it is. Formula Fitness is jacked too. It's good to be jacked, my man. It's good to be jacked. All I know is, I'll be completely honest with you about that picture, which is funny. I took that picture yesterday, kind of joking around, that I sent it to my workout partner because he told me he was getting out of shape. Now, my workout partner is built like me, just bigger than me. He's bigger than me, or he was bigger than me. He's about 15 pounds bigger and an inch taller than me. So he's a big guy. You know, he's like 6'1", like 207 pounds. Like he legitimately looks like he should be playing in the NFL. But he told me he got out of shape and that he was gaining weight and going the wrong way. And I talked to him maybe a month ago, and I said I haven't let that happen to me. So I was joking around, and I said that to him as a joke, you know, like, you better get your ass in shape because I'm ready to go back to the gym, and I still look like I work out. He never got back to me. So I'm hoping that he's still alive. It's not like him to not get back to me. It is the 21st. That's what I thought. But yeah, nothing out of the ordinary there. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, MH. I have no idea. What's going on, Landon? Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it. But yeah, then I was like, I'm going to throw it on Twitter. Told them I was feeling myself about it. It says, I've never thought I looked good in a picture. I was like, I look good in that picture. Let me share that with the world. Favorite candy bar? Well, it's not really a candy bar. It's Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. My favorite. They're Big Blue Wrecking Crew. But if I had to pick a favorite candy bar, probably Heath. I love Heath bars. Heath bars are really good. I really like Heath bars. Heath and Score bars are the same exact thing, so you can put them together. I also like Zero bars. They're hard to find, though. Wednesday, no. We got to go. Well, no, I shouldn't say it's Sports Extra. I might do a Wednesday. I don't know yet. I don't know if I have to go to the office or not. I got to play it by ear because some days I have to go in there. Some days I don't. Friday, I didn't have to. I just didn't do KBO. I got up late, and I was like, I forgot all about it. Little Dog is good. Little boy, Baddog made an appearance on Tongue of Giants last night. What's going on, Nikki? For the talking about the house. Yes. Now that was how I started posting on Instagram, was my sports cards. I started putting a few of my cards, my collection on there. What's going on, G Money Slots? I love that guy, man. He says your casino finally reopened. I'll be heading back to the casino in about, yes. I get some G Money slot videos soon. I've been fiending. It's very strange, but G Money slot video, obviously he takes videos of him playing slots. I like to play the slots myself. I also like the table games, but I don't go to the casino often. But I've always enjoyed watching other people play slots. No matter. I'd go with my mom. My mom would play. I would just watch my mother, watch my sister, just watch, people gamble. I enjoy that. I enjoy watching other people gamble. I don't know why I do. I just do. So I found his channel, and I listened to him a couple times get really mad about, he doesn't raise his voice and scream or anything, but the things he says about, like, when he gets shit on a bonus, or he can't get the bonus, or they keep teasing him, the things he said, I'm like, that sounds exactly like me. This guy sounds exactly like I do when I'm at the casino. I'm like, I like this guy. I know what he's going through. I'm looking forward to it, G, for sure. Manuel Garcia, what's going on? So thumbs up the stream. Angel Pablo, talking about the Lakers. Not much to talk about. We're waiting for July 31st, baby. Laker Dog is waiting patiently. 7 weeks away. 7 weeks away. Waiting patiently. Rookie, my most excited to see. Oh, definitely Xavier McKinney. Very high in Xavier McKinney. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. You're not old enough to go. Yeah, I'm plenty old enough to go for everybody in here. Working around the house. Yeah, I appreciate that, Lou. I got to mow the lawn tomorrow. That's something I got to do. But yeah, blackjack. I'm a big Let It Ride guy, Rogue Dog. I like Let It Ride. That's probably my favorite table game. Favorite 50 Cent song. I'm not a big fan of 50, but if I had to pick, I like PIMP. I like that one. That's probably my favorite 50 song. Three Musketeers are good. I've always been more of a salty snack guy over a sweet snack guy, but Three Musketeers ain't bad. Yeah, Darnay Holmes going to be really good too, Blinky. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch as well. Bob Money, what's going on? How are you, sir? Thank you for joining the stream tonight. Appreciate that. Yeah, I like that one, MH. I like PIMP. Waiting on Ivana. Yes, I am. Ivana's ready to come back to the studio. Ivana Alawi and her and I talked, and she is definitely ready to come back and be part of Laker streams, as is Liza Soberano and any other lovely ladies that would like to join me. Shaq will join me as well for a playoff game. There's no doubt about that. Next time we're in Vegas or Atlantic City, I'm going with you. Yeah, I can tell you this, Benjamin. I went to Atlantic City when I was 21. The day after I turned 21, I went to Atlantic City, and in a weekend, I lost $3,200 there, and I never went back. I've never went back. Also, went to Vegas a few years ago. It was fun, but I have a 3-year-old, man. I'm not going to Vegas probably for the rest of my life. I'll probably never make Vegas. I'll probably never go to Atlantic City again. Turning Stone is the biggest casino I'm probably going to end up going to. Or sometimes I go to Mohegan Sun out in Connecticut. That's some great once in a great while. I got great news. I'm going to start my hip hop CD collection. Very nice. Any suggestions? MH, you know as much as I do. What you talking about? Start with Illmatic by Nas. There's your suggestion. Illmatic by Nas. Start with that. Start with that and the infamous Mobb Deep by Mobb Deep. That's a good one too. Life and Times Volume 1 and 2 by Jay-Z. 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang Clan, Wu-Tang Forever. Any Wu joint is good. Any Wu joint. EPMD. Any of the EPMD stuff. That's really good too, man. Clocks, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Boys for Life, what's going on, my man? Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate that. Yes. Next roundtable. I don't know, Nikki. It's a good question. I'm not sure. Barkley, what's going on, my man? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. Keith Murray was one of my favorites, MH. Enigma was a really good album by Keith Murray. Enigma was really good. Definitely best Keith Murray album. I remember I waited so long for like the Most Beautiful Thing to come out. It kept getting delayed by Keith Murray. It disappointed me, but Enigma is a great CD. Taylor's in the house. What is going on, Taylor? How you doing, my lady? Good to see you. Hope all is well down there in Texas. She says, great suggestion, Baddog. I hate this StreamYard thing. I only do it so I can highlight the comments, but I hate this. Nas and Mobb Deep are awesome though. Yes. Redman Muddy Waters is good. Redman Muddy Waters. That's got Whatever Man on it, right? That was a good one. That's a good one. Whatever Man. Q-Dog, what's going on? Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my man. He says, what's up, Bad Dog? You're well-schooled at hip-hop. Oh, God, I grew up on that stuff. Here, I got my CD. I'll show you some CDs real quick. They're sitting right here. I'll show you where to get started there, MH. There you go. I just kicked over my freaking iced tea glass. Luckily, nothing was in it. Here you go. Yeah. You get this one, too. This is one of the best ones ever right there. It's Dark and Hell is Hot by DMX, man. That's a good one. That's amazing. Like I said, you got Wu-Tang. Yeah, any Wu-Tang is good. W by Wu-Tang. The Gravel Pit's the one on that one. But you got, I said this the other day. Anybody remember Domino, man? Ghetto Jam, Sweet Potato Pie, AFD. Anyone remember Domino? Oh, I can't forget this, MH. That one right there. You Want the Chronic by Dre. If you're gonna start a CD collection or hip hop collection, that is absolutely necessary. That's a necessity in any hip hop collection. The Chronic by Dr. Dre, no doubt. And here is the infamous Mobb Deep right there. So, Illmatic by Nas right there. I know with the green screen it kind of screws it up, but but there you go. I mean, this is probably the greatest hip hop album ever made, in my opinion. Illmatic. And I tell you, I say it all the time. I don't know if my AZ is in here. I think AZ is here. I don't know. He might be over there. But, you got some Funk Master Flex stuff. You can always go with Funk Master Flex. Do I think Slayton will have a breakout year? Yes, I do. This is just a rap compilation. Again, there's Jay-Z. That's Life and Times Volume 1, which is great CD, by the way. Remember Mace? Mace in your face. Who had Little Troy? Show of hands, Little Troy. Want to be a baller? Anybody? Snoop Dogg, absolutely. Lakima. I don't have Kanye. No, come on. Foxy Brown. The old Nana. I'll be. Another Funk Master Flex. I should be with the other stuff, but there you go. I mean, there's some CDs that you had Little Troy. There you go. I hope we get any games with the way they're talking, Big Blue Jabroni. Any games. Oh, we have any games right now. I sold hundreds of CDs years ago. I probably still have 250 CDs over there. But, yeah, Q-Dog, trust me, I'm very well versed in hip-hop. I love it, man. That's that and the stuff I grew up with in the 80s is my favorite era of music. And I also loved all those vocal quartets, your Jodeci's, your Boys to Men's, your Shies, your All for Ones. Like, I loved those things. Brian McKnight was another guy that I really liked back in the day. Yeah, I gotta have DMX. DMX is great. Alvaro, what's going on? Dan Omac, how you doing? Chill Daddy. Yes, I do have KRS-One's self-titled album over there someplace. But that's a great one, Chill Daddy. That's really good. Rough Rider intro is awesome. That's really good. Yep, I agree, Punk. I completely agree, man. Yeah, CJ, I agree. It's dead to me too. This is why I have all that 90s stuff over there. Sully S, Mr. Mini Guy, what are going on, guys? Do I got Ice Cube? I actually have the Predator on cassette. Colby Sports, what's going on, my man? Yeah, I have a cassette tape of the Predator. So, LA Lou, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my man says, don't forget the Monkeys. They're the real school OGs. Yeah, I know the Monkeys. Last Train to Clarksville, Valerie, Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. I know who the Monkeys are. I am very well versed in music in general. I'm very well versed, except for the modern era. I don't listen to today's stuff, but pretty much anything from 1955 through 2005, I'm pretty well versed in. Q-Dog, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my good man. He says, my cousin is Ty Nitty from the infamous Mob. Really? And when I was 12 years old in Queensbridge, I witnessed Nas freestyling on the staircase before. That is unbelievable. That is an awesome story. Now, one thing I'll say about this, and I've said this a number of times, Q-Dog. Nas is great, don't get me wrong. I mean, Nas is one of the greatest MCs ever to live, okay? AZ, who was his partner, is so underrated. And I don't know if it's because Nas took up, I don't really know what happened. But AZ is criminally underrated. And I always associate AZ and Nas together because I think AZ is almost every bit as good as Nas, in my opinion. I loved AZ. AZ's flow was amazing. I was always a big fan of AZ. I did not see that the Seahawks are interested in Colin Kaepernick. I don't need to accept Philly 500's bet Irish New York Sports. My boy OGR Sports did. He did. He accepted it. So yeah, I don't have to. I have a Shaggy's Boombastic over there someplace, Dan. Seahawks looking for a lot of free agents. They haven't signed Clowney yet. I'm surprised. Yeah, I know, MH. That's the thing. Christian rap's underrated. Yeah. Look up R.A. the Rugged Man. He worked with Biggie, and Biggie said, I thought he was the illest until I met him, the best lyrically. I'll have to check him out. Shine was another guy who they tried to make sound like Biggie. But I like Shine too. Well, I mean, Bad Boys was the song there. Yeah, I'm wearing my New York Giants hat too. AZ was slept on. AZ was great. Absolutely great. Definitely. Bone Thugs and Harmony, another one that I really like. Just tons. Like I said, the 90s rap hip hop was awesome. I love that stuff. So I like my boy Killer Tapes. Killer Tapes always goes into Rasputin's and finds all these old school CDs, and some of them I don't like. I didn't even know Razcast did a Soul on Ice Part 2. The original Soul on Ice LP that he released in '96 was incredible, but I sold it years ago for like $70 because it was out of print. And I was trying to get rid of all my CDs because I was moving, and I'm like, I'm gonna get $70 for this. I gotta take it. Do I think we can sign Everson Griffin? No, we're done signing free agents. We don't need to sign them. What's going on, Zach? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Good to see you. Yeah, he was on that. He was part of the oh God, and I have the CD over there. The Firm, Foxy, Nas, and AZ, or The Firm. Foxy Brown, Nas, and AZ were The Firm. So yeah, AZ worked a lot with Nas. So it was good. If Golden says the team, they're not going to be interested. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to get Griffin anyway because Golden's going to cost a lot less. I've met a lot of Giants players in my day, Diego. They used to have training camp 20 miles south of me for 16 years. So I met a ton of them. If I can meet a player now, probably Daniel Jones. Since, I had that classic reaction when being drafted, I think that'd be funny to see that. But yeah, Cormega was supposed to be on the Firm, but it was kicked out just before released. Yeah. But I don't know. I always enjoyed that era of music for sure. Just the good stuff, man. I love that stuff. Still do. I forgot what, I have XM Sirius satellite radio, and I forgot what LL Cool J's, he's Rock the Bells now. I forgot what that was called before it became Rock the Bells. Rock the Bells has a little too much modern stuff. Not enough classic rap for me, like the other one did before it. I forgot if it was Throwback. I forgot what it was called, but it was much better. How's Little Baddog doing, Jared? He's doing good. Little Baddog made an appearance last night on Talking Giants. Jesse Bryan, how can I be the man when you the man? But yes, sir, indeed. Giants aren't going to get Griffin though. There's no need for Everson Griffin. I don't think there's a need for Everson Griffin at all. Honestly, favorite producer ever? I don't know. I don't know if I really have one. I mean, Dre would probably be my favorite producer. Well, I think of Deion Lewis, kind of small. I mean, Deion Lewis is going to be what he is. He is going to be what we brought him in here for, a third down back or change the pace back. I still think Javon Leak is going to end up being ahead of him on the depth chart by the season's end. But again, Deion Lewis was from Albany, so I always root for kids in the local area. Troxel Sports Talk, man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, man. I really appreciate that. He says, great content here. I'm a Detroit fan. Keep grinding. Oh, I appreciate that, man. The grind is real. Trust me when I tell you. The grind is definitely real here on this channel. Always grinding. Always. I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you very much. Will Golden be on the team this season? I think he is. I don't think anybody's going to claim him. Have I ever heard of Point Blank? I have not. You're going to go watch World War II Simplified, and I'll be back in 20-25 minutes. You need to give Avenged Sevenfold a listen. Okay. Avenged Sevenfold. Whatever that is. He's 100% old school. He even says he doesn't want his fans to have no clue. But yeah, I mean, I always enjoy that. I always enjoy this stuff. NBA might push back restart date if some players are uncomfortable going to Orlando. Then the NBA might as well cancel the season too. Just cancel it. Just cancel the season. When are you how late are you going to push it back to? You're going to go against football. You're really going to be screwed. Just cancel it. They should have never pushed it back that far to begin with. But we're talking the middle of August, end of August, and don't even bother. I wouldn't even bother with it. Fisk said that, listen, Fisk just hates on Michael Jordan. I love Fisk, but Fisk is, in my opinion, a contrarian. Like he just wants to go against the popular opinion, in my opinion, sometimes. And this Jordan thing is definitely it. 2011 Mavs would have had no chance against Michael Jordan's Bulls. None. Wouldn't have. They would have got blown out. There's no way Jordan loses to that team. No way. Little Man No Sports, what's going on? Benjamin Wynn says, I know you hate Budweiser, but what about Bud Light? It's better than Budweiser, Ben, but it's not good. John Talento, Gary Gaston, what is going on, fellas? Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I like Fisk, but his hatred for Jordan, man, it's just I don't know. He's trying to be Skip Bayless. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, he does not like Jordan at all. Fisk doesn't respect. He does. I think he does, but like I said, I think he just not a fan of Jordan, or he's just trying to get people up get people's dander up. But that's the truth. Taylor says the 2011 he must be. I think he has to be trolling. Yes, I agree. I think he has to. You would think he has to be trolling Taylor, but I don't think he is. I think he's serious about that. Thoughts on Shane Lemieux? I think he'll be the starting center by the end of the year. Hopefully, he plays really well for us. That would be awesome. The Mavs team beat the defending champs Lakers. Doesn't matter. Jordan wouldn't have lost to that team. I like the Blue Moon Mango Weed is definitely very good. What I think the Giants' record will be, Sauce King, I've said 6-10 right throughout. So probably sit there. Double J, Jarvis Juice. What's going on, my man? How you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. Christian Montoya, thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it very much, guys. That Mavs team was great to watch. By the way, I love that series. Yeah, it was. But again, Jordan's Bulls would have taken them out. Jordan didn't let his teams lose, man. He didn't. Who lead the team in sacks? I went out on a limb and said Kyler Fackrell. I'm going to play that Marcus Golden role and lead the team in sacks. I think that sack leader could be like 8 sacks this year. Because you're going to see a bunch of Giants with multiple sacks. Because I think the Giants are going to have to bring pressure from every direction in order to get to the quarterback. We don't have a grade A pass rusher. Why would anyone want to be Skip Bayless? It's a great question, Lou. I don't think he's trying to be Skip Bayless. It's an interesting question, KP. The answer is no. It doesn't come not close to an hour for me to cut my grass. Yeah, Jordan did will the Bulls the championships. There's just no doubt about that. Yeah, that happens, Punkum. It does. And I say that all the time. People that say LeBron's better than Jordan, I say you didn't see Jordan play. You didn't. So when I talk about the best center, I say the best center I ever saw play was Hakeem Olajuwon. And people are like, what about Shaq? And I tell them, Olajuwon's stats were better than Shaq's. Every facet, pretty much, except for maybe blocks. I don't even think Shaq had him in blocks. Maybe I might have been points per game. Whatever it was, I'm telling you, Hakeem's stats are better than Shaq's. And Hakeem was much better. Shaq was just a big guy. And I love Shaq. Shaq was just a big, dominant, physical guy. Hakeem Olajuwon had a bunch of post moves. Hakeem is the best center I ever saw. That doesn't mean it can make him better than Chamberlain. It doesn't make him better than Bill Russell. I just say he's the best center I've ever seen play. So you want to say LeBron's the best player you've ever seen play, that's fine. But to say he's better than Jordan is blasphemy. Because if you watch them both play like I have, there's no way you would think LeBron's better than Jordan. Amir, what's good, man? How you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, I mean, I got away from basketball for a little while, but the Lakers have brought me back to it. Streaming basketball has brought me back to basketball. So, yeah, I mean, Kareem's another one, but I saw Kareem at the end of his career. So hard to say that for me. Kareem was nearing the end of his career. Kareem was a rookie in 1969. So I started watching basketball in 1984. So he's in the league 15 years. I mean, he's still decent, but he wasn't as good as he was, So it is what it is. Sports Critic, I thought you were a member already, but thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. New member, Sports Critic. Welcome back to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew. By the way, I believe, if you count Sports Critic there, I said I don't think we're going to get to 100 members this month. So hopefully by July, we get over that so I can give away a jersey. But we're still, I think that moved. I lost a couple. So I think that is number 94. So we hover right in that area the whole time. But welcome aboard, Amir. Good to have you back. Skyhook was unstoppable. Yeah. And again, Ellie Lou, you're a little older than me. So you saw a lot, you saw Kareem in the late 70s, early 80s, where I saw him more in the late 80s. So that's the thing. It's like Reggie Jackson. I can remember watching the ALCS with the Red Sox and Angels. And I'm talking about Reggie Jackson. And I would always sit there and go, why are you talking about Reggie Jackson? Reggie Jackson's no good. This guy's not a good player. But I didn't know the history of baseball. So I had no idea how good Reggie Jackson was because Reggie Jackson was a rookie in 1969. And I didn't see Reggie Jackson play till like 1986. So, I saw him at the end of his career. Yes, you are back again. Well, it's good to have you back, Amir. Your choice to take Mahomes at $45 million and an average offensive line, or Brad Johnson with Larry Allen, Quentin Nelson, Anthony Moon. Well, it depends on who else is on the team. But I would rather have Mahomes and an average offensive line because Mahomes can do wonders with an average offensive line. Honestly, I'd much rather have the quarterback. Even though Brad Johnson did win a Super Bowl. So, I get what you're saying. My thoughts on him being 19%. Well, I made a video saying he's going to be a top 10 quarterback. And I truly believe that. So, I don't know. L.A. Lewis, probably a fan of Pistol Pete. Yeah. Asia, my lady. What is going on? Asia, good to see you. Don't know if you got my DM. I sent you a DM on Twitter. Don't know if you got it. So, I got your jersey there, and June 22nd. June 22nd, I should have that. It takes forever for things to ship. I finally got my damn coffee cup from my own damn merchandise store. It's about damn time. Who's the best basketball player right now? Giannis. I'd have to give it to Giannis. Luka will be next year. Luka's going to be great. No doubt about that. D Coop, what's going on? Gary Reniger, what's going on? Personal-wise, Reggie J. I've heard. Gary, I've heard that. I've heard Willie Mays was like that too. Over LeBron, LeBron's the end of his career. Well, not maybe the end of his career, but LeBron's not as dominant as well. LeBron's still easily top 3 in this league, but I got to give it to Giannis. I just say Giannis is unstoppable. Helps that he gets 3 or 4 steps, but he is unstoppable. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, you know how it is, Amir. The grind is real. Giannis doesn't need a shot. Giannis is still dominant without a shot. What's RJ Barrett's ceiling? Who knows with the damn Knicks? Who knows? I hope it's high. Irish New York sports, I do. But it never works out for the Knicks. It never works out for the Knicks. I don't expect much from RJ Barrett just because he's a Knick. Now, if the Knicks let him go or he gets traded, he'll end up being really good. But he did play for the Jazz. I believe that was the New Orleans Jazz back then, Rogue Dog. Odell and Jarvis might kneel with Baker. Listen, man, I got no problem. The whole thing is sensitive for whatever reason. You're making a peaceful protest. I got no problem with that. That's what you believe in. Do what you believe in. You're not harming anybody else. You're not destroying property. You're not committing a crime. People are going to have their opinion on it one way or the other. So if that's what they choose to do, I got no problem with it at all. I do too. I hope we have fans too, Amir, because I'm looking forward to going to the Cleveland Giants game. Kwame, I hope not. Your birthday is this month. Well, what day is it? So we know when to say happy birthday to you. Baddog Saquon, best running back in the league. Yes, he is. He is. Yeah, I mean, well, again, Big Blue, as long as I can watch on TV, I'm fine. I don't go to every game. XVK, what's going on? Who I think will be the best receiver for the Giants this year? I said Sterling Shepard. I think Sterling Shepard breaks out as big year for the Giants. I do. June 19th, so that is a week from yesterday? What the hell is today's date? A week from yesterday. So Friday. It's Friday's Asia's birthday. I'm sure I'll see you before then. So Friday's Asia's birthday. I won't ask. You never ask a woman how old she is. Afghanistan says thumbs up the stream. Jeff in his own said thoughts on the Clippers. Clippers are very good. Clippers are a really good team. Have a chance to take the whole thing this year. I think the Lakers are going to beat them, to be perfectly honest with you, but it would not surprise me if the Clippers came home with a trophy. They're good. They're a very good team. Loud Superset, what's going on? James Montag, how you doing, my man? Thank you for joining the stream, guys. A lot of people say Slayton, Poppy Chulo, Chad. I just guess I wanted to be a little different. You're going to be 40, Asia? That's a big one. I celebrated that a few years ago myself. A happy 40th. That's a big milestone. The old 4-0. I embraced 40, though. I embraced 40. 30, I was like, damn, man, I'm old. 30 was a rough one. 40 is like, yeah, whatever. 40's 40. Big Blue Jabroni, thank you for the super chat. I love that thumbnail, by the way. Brilliant, my good man. He says 8 and great this year. Your lips to God's ears, my man. I hope so. D. Coops is the 15th. There's a lot of summer birthdays. I noticed that. Parents usually bored, the end of getting close to winter. If you notice that, because, there's not much to do, especially in the Northeast. You have kids, I guess. You're shocked I chose that way. I don't know. It's a quarterback league now, Clocks. I guess that's why I chose that way. With an average line, he's fine. If you told me with a poor line, I'd rather take, those linemen you mentioned and Brad Johnson. But an average line, I think Mahomes still dominates. So we'll see. Just getting started on a grind. Well, stay on it, Mr. Big Blue Jabroni, because I'll tell you what, it is a grind and it never ends. It does not end. Doesn't matter. It just never ends. What did that say? I missed it. I can't stand this thing. I got a good feeling the Giants are going to dominate the division. I hope you're right, Johnny. That would be amazing. That would be amazing if you could do that. If we could go 6-10. 39 2 weeks. Seems like I was 21. If you tell me about it, Ramdre. I know. I was talking about that today. Time it flies, man. It's crazy. Yep, I agree, Irish New York Sports. Thanks, Mexican Giant. Appreciate that, my man. Prison Mike, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Hope all is well, Prison Mike. Any videos on the channel tomorrow? I don't know. At this point, I never schedule videos. I play it by ear. There's not much to talk about, so it's not like I have much planned. If there's news, I mention it. If I feel like doing a video on some things, I mention it. But right now, there's a lot of blank stuff. So I don't know. Good morning, Tony 459 from the Czech Republic. Good to see you. The NFC isn't even stacked on standard all off season. A lot of teams regressed. I don't think it's. I don't think. Well, I still think that the Niners are really good. I still think the Saints are really good. I still think the Packers are formidable. The Seahawks. I think that the Bucks obviously have a chance. The Falcons always, for whatever, they're always got talent enough to do it, because can they win? I don't think any team in our division is very talented. I don't think anyone in our division is very good. I really don't. I don't think anybody in our division is winning 10 games. I think 9-7 wins this division again. Nope. Prison Mike, I mentioned it earlier, and I completely agree. MLB is really screwing up. MLB is really screwing up. They had a hard time getting their fans back when they struck a 94, like I said, with millions of people out of work because of a pandemic, and you got millionaires and billionaires fighting over that kind of money, you're going to lose. You're going to alienate all the real fans, and they're going to be screwed. And then again, they have to work on their collective bargaining agreements up this year too. So they got to work on another one of those. So they're screwed. MLB's in trouble if they don't have a season. That's for sure. You think 49ers are taking a step back? I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I still think they're good. They may take a step back, but I still think that they're really good. I do like the Cardinals. Papi Chulo, Chad. I do like them. There's no doubt about that. Yes, Jesse, exactly. How can I be the man when you're the man? Like UFC is cool, but yeah, no, I know. And I feel the same way about NASCAR. Big Blue Jabroni, although my kid likes to watch NASCAR with me, so I've definitely been watching it more. Because he enjoys it. But, last year's Giants only beat 1-2 in the 5 over. Yeah, we haven't been good, Gary. Not at all. We've been terrible. Asia, what's going on? She says, Asia works at Citi Field. So she gets it. Yeah, I mean, they do. They need to put some stuff in there. Online Big Blue Sports Entertainment. What is going on, my man? How you doing, buddy? I hope all is well with you, sir. Good to see you. Hope you're staying safe. I don't exactly know where you live. I think you said you live down where it's warm, but hopefully you're staying safe and doing well, sir. Thanks for swinging by, man. I appreciate it. He's got a good Giants channel over there. If you haven't checked him out, go over there and check him out, guys. No doubt about that. How old is my son? He's 3. Well, my youngest son is 3. My oldest from a different relationship is going to be 27 in October or so. But my son, the one that lives with me, is 3 years old. Yeah. Benjamin, my man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I got to use Dr. Pepper now. Brilliant, my good man, says enough to get yourself a strawberry margarita. My favorite drink by far. You know what I forgot to do? And I have to do this on a weekend. You young guys like Benjamin Wynn and Gangrene David. I got to teach you fellas about an Alabama Slammer. If you want a really good freaking drink, Alabama Slammer is your drink. Either that or a Tom Collins, but they're very difficult to make at home. And you need to make a Tom Collins with a sweet mix, not a sour mix. Alabama Slammer, Benjamin. That is my favorite drink of all time. Alabama Slammer is a damn good drink. That's a good drink. Your opinion, what do you think is going to happen when the season starts? Take a knee or the S? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think it depends on the person, XVK. I do. Pennsylvania. Oh, you're in Eagles country. Why did I think you lived in Florida? But that's rough. We got a lot of guys. We got a lot of Giants fans in here from PA, which is fun. Like Dire Giants fan lives in Pennsylvania. Oh God, who else lives in Pennsylvania? I can't remember. There's a lot of guys that do. Is my kid in school yet? No. Preschool probably next year, Asia. Mark Edelman, what is going on, my man? Good to see you. He says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you in the coaching staff? Like an 8. I'm confident in what their football philosophy is. So I would say an 8. Tom Collins is nice. Stick with a good Shirley Temple. Yeah, Asia. He's 3, so he's got a year, probably preschool and then kindergarten when he's 5. Little Munchie, what is going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Dakota Sanders, yes, it's been a long time since I've seen you. I appreciate it. Malik Savage, what is going on? He didn't have this culture underrated. No, I agree with that. I think the culture going to be very good. As a matter of fact, I'm saying you should pick Jonathan Taylor in your fantasy league. Michael Pittman, too. I think the Colts are going to be really good. PTA is in Virginia. Ravon from Virginia is in Virginia. God, I can't think of the other guys, the other Giants fan that was in Pennsylvania. Keep knocking down Meat Tarhan's patches over here. Lime pineapple tequila, Cajun spice rum, good tequila. I can't drink tequila. I got really sick off it one night and I haven't wanted to touch it since. Johnny Munoz. How good do I think Nick Gates will be? Oh, do you think Nick Gates? I think he has a chance. I don't think Spencer Pulley's very good, Johnny. So I definitely think that Nick Gates has a chance. And we're just going to have to see. We're going to have to see. The Colts quarterback is Phillip Rivers. No, I don't think Jonathan Taylor is better than Saquon. No. I just think he has a great offensive line over there in Indianapolis, and he's going to take advantage of it. I know Marlon Mack is there too, but Taylor's going to be the guy that gets the touchdowns. So, my man, Tin Man, boo! Boxers are us. What is going on, buddy? How you doing? You live in Florida. Hope all is well, sir. Hope you're staying safe down there in Florida, down there where it's probably like 97 degrees, very humid. But always good to see my man. Love that guy. My man, Boxers are us. I've known him a long time, and here he's one of my favorites. Tin Man boo, Gator boo, Boxers are us. My man. Henry Hill, what is going on, buddy? Good to see you, sir. Yes, I see. The thing is, I'm seeing guys like Henry Hill. I see guys like Jared Williams. I see guys like Papi Chulo Chad, Dire Giants fan. A Cloud comes in here. It really makes you miss the Yankees. Like I see a lot of my Yankees guys in here, and trust me, I am itching to do Yankee baseball for you guys. I am itching to do Yankee baseball so bad. Like I want to do Yankee baseball, man. Yep, completely agree, Prison Mike. Couldn't agree with you more. Couldn't agree with you more. Yes, I was. I was there, and Mantle hit his 500th homer. That was 1968. I was 117 years old, Chris Leone, when that happened. All-Stars coaching staff, big difference. Yeah, I like the mindset. I like the mind, the brain trust with our coaching staff, for sure. Hernandez might end up below. What did I just read? This, I hate this thing. I hope not, Gary, but he definitely had an off season last year. Hotter than jailhouse coffee here. Yeah. I know it's got to be. I was cold up here today. I guess it was 61 degrees up here today and windy. Like, it was cold. Like, it felt like October up here today. But, it's going to get warmer. It's supposed to be 75 tomorrow. Just a cold day today. Richard Cranium, my man. One of the best names on YouTube by far. Richard Cranium. If you put that together, you get what it says. My man, I hope you're doing well, sir. He says, what up, Doe? Always good to see you. Always good to see you. Just Wells, we play Sanchez. Well, it wouldn't be for a few years. Fahad, we draft a catcher every year. They say that Wells probably ain't even going to play catcher anyway. So many guys are drafted as a catcher don't end up being a catcher. Yeah, I agree with that, Big Blue Jabroni. I think if that happens, you would see asterisks, though. If guy hit 400, because, I mean, that's just, what's funny? I don't think it would happen because you have to have a certain amount of bats to qualify. I wonder what they would do with all that stuff. I don't know. Miss my guys, Judge, Sanchez, Torres, Hicks, Chapman. Yeah, I miss Glaber. Glaber is my man. I'm actually looking to buy a Glaber Torres rookie for a little Baddog. You would have been Baddog. You would have been like 70. No, I know. Well, the joke, Asia, is this: Chris Leone thinks that I'm 1,000 years old. He asks me if I saw Babe Ruth play. He asks me if I was there at the Polo Grounds. He asks me if I know Jim Thorpe. So he always makes fun of my age. So that's why I always say, yeah, I was there with Mickey Mantle and all that stuff. Yes. Obviously, I wasn't, but he thinks I'm 1,000 years old. Can we have my 26-year-old's mom on the channel? Probably not. Can I have your mom on the channel? Get your mom. We'll put her on the channel. Good Dog Politics. Let's get your mom on the channel. Did you ever ask your mom who your real dad is? Yeah, exactly, Boxer. So I was talking about that. Baseball's in trouble if they don't get together. Baseball is in trouble. Baseball's in trouble. Can't fight over money. It's just a bad look for baseball. Richard Cranium saw Bayless is overrated. Chris Leone, how can I be the man when you're the man? See the word? No, it's fine. I'll let you guys use that at your own discretion. I trust my moderators 100%. I did. I was there with you, Boo. You and I were sitting in the stands together in the 32 World Series when they were playing the Cubs. We were drinking Ballantine Ale, I think. What do you think of Joe Judge's chances? I think he can do fine, Sean. I do. I think he'll be fine. I think he's gonna have I think the Giants can have they're gonna improve. They're gonna improve a lot. My man Mac Main 70. What is going on, brother? Good to see you. Always good to see my man Mac Main, the preacher man over there. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Mac Main, we match up week 1. You know I'm not a trash talker anymore, Mac Main, but I'm going to say this. When you go and talk trash, go easy on my Giants, please. I know we stink, but go easy on us. Laker Dog's coming back, Millie Mel, July 31st. You know. He's good, doing good. Schaefer, yeah. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. I remember that jingle. You remember that? I thought you might, Boo. I thought you remember. Kerm says bodybuilder dog makes a cameo. Yeah, that was a ridiculous picture. I can't believe that came out like that. I didn't even realize I looked like that. I was proud of myself. I told you, I put that on and I was feeling myself a little bit. Don't usually have that high of opinion of myself, but I saw a picture. I go, that looks pretty good. That one looks pretty good. I like that picture. Sam Darnold and Minshew better than Daniel Jones. You're a really bad troll. Philip Rivers had much talent on the Chargers team, did not make the playoffs. Y'all had Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. No, they did. They did. But the thing is, that offensive line was not as good as it is in Indianapolis. You know, I agree with you, Mac. I think it's a toss-up. I think that either team can win that game. I really do. I think you guys have a little bit of the advantage, but I definitely think that we have a chance in that game. But you know, no, that's not Judah. That's not Judah. Judah would not hide behind an account. Judah going to come in here as Judah Tribe and let you know where it is. You know, Gabriel, what's going on, my man? Thank you for joining the stream. Robert P. That's what my dad used to drink. Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. Indeed. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. He was a big Miller guy. Not that he drank a lot, but he did like Miller. I do remember that. He was the second best. I agree. Darnold was throwing at least 2 interceptions. Richard Sherman. Yeah, Darnold stinks. Darnold's terrible. G. Ever, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. We should sign Tony Romo as a backup. Yeah, probably not. What was my favorite win over the Cowboys? Definitely a 2007 playoff game. It's the only time the Giants and Cowboys ever met in the postseason. So, yes, definitely Giants Alliance. By the way, if you guys haven't done so, there's a channel for you guys to check out, Giants Alliance. Check it out. Just got started on YouTube. I've had him on the channel. It was awesome. I had a really fun time collabing with him. He writes for G-Man HQ. His name is David Solo. So check him out on G-Man HQ. He writes for them. And again, man, I had an awesome time having him on the channel. I'd like to have him on the channel again. Well, I actually would like to have Giants Alliance in the round table at some point because he's really, really good. Knows his stuff. Really knowledgeable Giants fan. So definitely check him out. I enjoyed working with him a lot. I really like what he does. So check out Giants Alliance if you have not. Mark Edelman, man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. I grabbed an empty beer bottle, but brilliant, man. I really appreciate it. $20 super chat. He says, Sam Darnold stinks. I had to say it. I appreciate that. And I agree with you. He does stink a lot. He's terrible. And Benjamin Wynn, man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, my man. Brilliant, my good man. He says, $20 super chat. He says, because Baddog Jr. is so adorable. Whatever toys he likes, go ahead and get it for him. I really appreciate that, my man. I really appreciate that very much. And I tell him this all the time, Benjamin. He can get away with this right now because he is cute. But when he gets older, he ain't going to get away with it. Yeah, he's exhausting. And he is 100% me. But he's funny. Some days he's really camera shy. Like he will not come on camera. And then like last night, he wanted to come down and say hi, which was great. But we're getting him to understand who Saquon is. We're working on him every day to be a Giants fan. Working on him every day. Boxers R Us, you are the man. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I appreciate it, my man, so much. Brilly, he says, Baddog, you're the man. Or he says, you're the man, dog. How can I be the man when you're the man, boo? He says, I can't say got to run, buddy. Well, again, man, thanks for swinging by. Thanks so much for the super chats. Always good to see you. Always good to see you, my man. Hope all is well. Hope mama's doing well. And, hey, who knows? Maybe next century we'll get together again, and we'll watch Babe Ruth hit another home run while we drink some Valentine ale. My man, Gator Boo, have a great night, man. Get him a Sam Donald so we can smash it. Yes. No doubt about that. No, it's true, Benjamin. They all go through phases. Right now, he's in the toddler phase. Then they have like the preteen phase, and they have the teen phase. Then they have that young adult phase. And then when they're about 30, you can stop worrying about them. Maybe when they graduate college, you can stop worrying about them. You know, top 3 tight ends in Giants history. We haven't had many good ones. I mean, we haven't had many good tight ends. Shockey and Bavaro got to be in there. And I couldn't even think of a third one. I couldn't even think of the Giants have never had great tight ends. Shockey and Bavaro are the 2 guys that come to mind. And then I can't think of anybody else that was really good for us. I really can't. Oh, Ben in the hospital. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Boo. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully everything goes well, man. Hopefully everything works out. I'm sorry to hear that, my man. Bob Tucker. I wouldn't even know who that is, honestly. Like, I can't think of online Big West. I can't think of any, because we haven't had star tight ends. It's just something we haven't had. You would think Evan Engram would be that guy, but he can't stay healthy. Were they Giants suck? No, but probably somewhere along the line, because he heard me saying it. He was born in 2017, Richard. So, yeah, he was born in April of 2017. October rolls around. He's 6 months old, 8 months old in December. Yeah, I think it might have been garbage. I think garbage might have been his first word, because I'm always sitting there going, garbage. So that could be. That could be. Zeke Mowat, right? I mean, Zeke Mowat, I really can't think of 3 great tight ends in the Giants. I just can't. Zeke Mowat was good before Bavaro got there. He was. Aaron Thomas. Again, Howard Cross. But he wasn't really a good tight end. He was a good blocking tight end. He was a good backup tight end. We really have not had good tight ends on this team. Martellus Bennett was here 1 year illegally. We should have kept him. He was here 1 year. That's why I didn't know who he was. Wow, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. The 60s Giants escaped me because they were awful. But God, I mean, that's like what, 17 yards of reception, more than that. That's pretty good. Online Big Blue. That's pretty good. Larry Donnell, yeah, the guy that always landed on his head. How do I feel about the potential Yankees cheating scandal? It's old news. This is stuff that they talked about 3 years ago. They've already gone through this. This is nothing new. I don't know why they're bringing it up now. They got bigger problems than what the Yankees did 3 years ago. It's pretty much on scale what the Red Sox did, and they didn't do anything to the Red Sox. So they better worry about playing this season. Oh, you just did a video on the top 10. I missed that one. I'll have to check that out. I did not see that one. I'll have to check that one out for sure. I get behind it if it means baseball this season, but then making the pitcher hit. I don't care what they do, just play. Those are three pretty good defenders. Clocks. You would not get an argument out of me if that's what you wanted to start with. Definitely not. Definitely not. Larry Donnell played good against the Redskins. He had 3 touchdowns and a half. I remember that. He had 3 touchdowns in the first half against Washington. Sophomore slump. I like that name. Best potential offensive and defensive rookies. For the Giants, defensive rookie, definitely Xavier McKinney or Darnay Holmes. I mean, offense, we really didn't draft any offensive guys except for linemen. That was it. Andrew Thomas would have to be our offensive rookie. Got to be. He's got to be our best offensive rookie. You picked him 4th overall. He has to be. He has to be. Oh, okay. Before he went to the Vikings. Gotcha. MLB needs to get it together, Mr. Mini Guy. He needs to get it together. Yep, I'd agree with that, KP. Sam Darnold, dumb, easy to bait going against one of the best baiting cornerbacks, Richard Sherman. Sam going to look like he did. Yeah, you know how he is, Malik. He stinks. He's not good. Being on the Jets doesn't help. But he's not good, in my opinion. He is not good. Likeliest undrafted free agent to make the roster, in my opinion, is Javon Leake. Because I think we're thin at running back. So Javon Leake can also return kicks. And, I mean, Wayne Gallman's definitely out of favor. Deion Lewis is a 3rd down back. I think that Javon Leake has the best chance as an undrafted free agent to make our team. I think, Benjamin Victor is 6'4". He's got a good chance. Derek Dillon runs a 4.28. They got a chance, but I still think Javon Leake, just because the lack of, depth there at running back, I think he's got the best chance to make it. And I like Javon Leake. I was a big Anthony McFarland guy watching him at Maryland, and I can never remember who it was. Somebody watched Maryland football said, Baddog, take a look at his backfield mate, Javon Leake. He actually had a better season in 2019 than Anthony McFarland did. And we ended up with Javon Leake, so I was pretty happy about that. Giants always have the best because we just own the Redskins market. Strange, just like the Eagles own us. We own the Redskins. I don't know what it is. Since I was a kid, we've always played the Redskins well. I don't know what it is. No team in the history of the NFL has beaten a team more than the Giants have beaten the Redskins. We've beaten the Redskins over 100 times. It's crazy. Time flies and you're waiting for football. Yeah, time flies. The days are long and the years are short, Sinan. Which team falls off that was good last year? I could see the Packers falling off a little bit. They had a pretty bad draft. I could definitely see them falling off. I could definitely see them falling off next year. Definitely see that. Green Bay. Yeah, I can see them falling off. Illy Gilly, man, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it so much, brother. Brilly, my good man. Whee! And shout out to Dire Giants fan who made that so much easier. I appreciate that so much, man. I wish it showed up on StreamYard. I appreciate the super sticker, brother. Thank you so much. The Skins do stink. They're pretty bad. Under over 30 touchdowns for Danny Dimes. I think he's also going to be right around 30 touchdowns. I'm going to say over. I think he throws 31 touchdowns this year. If Haskins ends up being something, then they definitely do have a chance. I just don't believe in Haskins. I'm saying same thing with you, Richard. I just don't believe him. Kittle's a better blocker than Kelsey. Yeah, Kittle's really good. There's no doubt about that. What's going on, Shahi? How you doing, brother? Thank you for joining the stream. You watch how bad Bridgewater will be behind the. Oh no, I agree. I think that he'll have a bad year there, Clocks. I agree with you. He's in a bad situation. I always liked Bridgewater, though. I was saying the Giants should have made a run at Bridgewater before they drafted Daniel Jones. But, obviously he didn't. But I've always been a Bridgewater guy. Even when he was in Minnesota, I thought Bridgewater was pretty good. So I'm rooting for him, but I agree with you. I don't think he'll be good in Carolina. I think Carolina's going to end up with Trevor Lawrence. I think they're going to get the number 1 pick in the draft next year. I do. And here we go. All right, Jesse, have a great night, my man. Thank you for swinging by. I appreciate it. But yeah, I appreciate it. I think I'm going to do it this way. I think I'm going to look at this and then, MLB, yeah, they will be. They'll be bad. No, I don't think we're going to bring in another lineman, honestly. I think we're done bringing in other guys. Bridgewater or Darnold? Oh, I think Bridgewater is better than Darnold, but I just think he's in a worse situation. But I think the Jets would be better if Bridgewater was on their team. Actually, Bridgewater was on their team, and they traded him away. He was there for like a second. Haskins is in a bad situation. Yes, he is. Manfred's an idiot, Shahi. Manfred's an idiot. He's an idiot. He's going to destroy baseball. He already has destroyed baseball. But I agree with you. He is messing it up for our fans. No doubt about that. No, I agree with that, Malik. I definitely think the Skins front seven is very formidable. Very formidable. There's no doubt about that. Most improved player this upcoming season for the Giants. I'm still going with DeAndre Baker. I'm not losing faith in DeAndre Baker. I think after all this stuff, I think he's going to get his head on his shoulders. I think he's going to try hard. I think he wants to prove himself to his teammates. I think he has a lot to prove to his teammates. Obviously, the falling asleep in meetings, the coming out and saying he didn't know the playbook, not working hard. He was already at odds with his teammates in this whole saga this offseason. I think that DeAndre Baker is going to try very hard this year. He has a lot to prove. So I've beaten every team more than that because I don't know what R2D2 is talking about there. Super Bowl Manning, Breeze, Sims, Jacobs. I have no idea. Afghanistan says thumbs up the stream. Yeah, let's get some thumbs ups in here. Let's get some thumbs ups. Brewers in a bad spot. Completely agree. Talk about those. I don't even know who the free agent running back classes are. Eleanor, good to see you. My lady says, popping in. I've been busy. Got an internship at Kraft Heinz. Very nice. Congratulations. Eleanor, good to see you. Oh, that'd be amazing, sophomore slump. If we could get that much out of Darius Slayton, that'd be amazing. Whatever happened to Baker and the allegation? I still haven't heard anything. Supposedly, he's going to be better. No, hey, Mark, not a problem. Not a problem. Thank you for swinging by, man. I appreciate it. And I know all about those diapers blowing up. I know all about them. Trust me. Have a great night, my man. Take care. And we'll see you next time, man. Thanks for swinging in. I've been good, Eleanor. Just, living it one day at a time. That's all we can do these days is live it one day at a time. All right. 100 likes. Let's do it. Get 100 likes. Let's go. Go right now. But yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Comeback player of the year. Derwin James. God, I'm trying to think of who could be the comeback player of the year. I have no idea. Off the top of my head. No, I agree. Washington has a very good defense, but their offense, they got no receivers. I know McLaurin had a nice rookie season. They have really no running back. I mean, Peterson's old. Geis is injured all the time. They got Bryce Love, but how good is he really? I don't know. So it's hard to say, So I don't know. What's going on, Marlon Jackson? How you doing, man? It's it's going along, my man. It is going along. Antonio Brown, is he even on a team? Yeah. Yep, I appreciate that. I got A's in 2 of my classes. There you go. So you're doing well, Eleanor. Good to hear that. Good to hear that, my lady. D. Cameron Newman, how many rushing yards do you think DJ will have this year? I think Daniel Jones will have like 330 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns on the ground. That's, I think. And whoops. Illegilly, my man, thank you for the super sticker. That one's easy to act out. Thank you so much, my man. Brilly. Thumbs up, super sticker, man. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate it. How many quarterbacks do you trust with the 2 minutes left to go in the Super Bowl? Tell me those are the only true franchise quarterbacks. It's a great question, JC. I mean, Eli, obviously. You're talking about today's game. I would trust Brady. And, I mean, I would trust Brady. That might be it. I mean, I don't know because I haven't seen any of these other guys really win big games. You know, maybe Drew Brees. I don't know. Do I think Washington's defense is better than ours? Yes, I do. They got Chase Young, man. They got a guy we don't have. That's for sure. How crazy was that Taylor was allowed to sleep? And yes, I mean, yeah, he gets in meetings because he was a pure football god. He always showed up on game day clocks. That's the thing. DeAndre Baker wasn't showing up on game day. So that's the thing. Taylor did. You know. No, Eleanor, they're supposed to be starting on time. They actually said that they're going to only play 2 preseason games, though. So they're only going to play 2 preseason games this year. That I have heard. I'd still go Rodgers. He just needs some more weapons. Yeah, but I mean, they haven't won big games. Although that game against Dallas a few years ago, Richard, was crazy. So, yeah, I mean, you got to go. Yeah, you could definitely go Rodgers. Russell Wilson. I definitely take Russell Wilson. I like him. I know he threw the interception against, New England in the Super Bowl, but that wasn't his call. They should have just handed the ball off. Bobby, my man, what's going on, buddy? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Oops, I just lost what I wanted to do here. Brilly, my good man. I appreciate it. He says, Baddog, my man, thanks again for coming on my channel the other night. Truly appreciate that. All the best to you and yours. Cheers. No, thank you for having me on the channel. That was absolutely awesome. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you over there and Entertainer, obviously, and Goose. That was a lot of fun, man. I hope we could do that again. I got to have you on my channel some night, Bobby. That's what we got to do. Anybody that isn't subbed up Butcher's Block of Patriots Talk, do me a favor, sub up that, man. One of my favorite guys on YouTube, even though he is a Boston fan. That just shows you Boston and New York guys can get along. But definitely sub him up. And, Bobby, I'm still waiting on your hat. I ordered it like a week ago. I don't know what the deal is. I actually ordered your hat. I got a hat for Benjamin Wynn as well. That hat actually came in today. I ordered his hat after I ordered yours. So I don't know what's taking so long, but that is on the way. So once I get it, I'm going to ship it out to you. But I'm waiting on that to get here. So Danny Alabrandi, what is going on, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate that very much. Aaron Rodgers probably gets traded for a 3rd round of the Browns. No, probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Yes. Well, I just want to give you an update because it is taking a long time for whatever reason. I know some things are taking longer than others, but that should have been here by now. So yeah, I don't like Landon Collins either, Danny. You know that. Not a fan of Landon Collins. Stinks. Overrated. Most overrated giant in the history of the Giants, Landon Collins. Overrated AF, as they say. Jamal going to get paid sooner than later. Same with Dalvin. Jamal Adams? I don't know. Who's going to sign Klein? That's a great question, Master. I thought that he'd go back to Seattle, but he's still hanging out. So I honestly don't know. I really don't. I thought he would have been signed by now. Do you think there are only 2 quarterbacks, Montana and Namath, who won national championships? Why do you think that there's only that? Oh, for the simple fact that in college, if you play on a dominant team, and your talent outclasses everybody, it's easy to win like that. But once you get into the NFL, most of the time, your really good quarterbacks get drafted early in the draft, which puts them on really poor teams, and they have no talent around them compared to everybody else. That's why. Guys like Daniel Jones, who played against better teams in college, like Clemson, who had no talent around him at Duke, it makes it a more even playing field when they get to the NFL because they're used to playing with less than great talent. And then they get better talent and their skills are honed. These guys that play with great talent around them, and then they get to the NFL and they have lesser talent, they don't know how to adjust. That's why Ohio State quarterbacks are terrible. That's why Alabama quarterbacks are terrible. It's the truth. Well, tell me the last good quarterback to come out of Ohio State. Tell me the last good quarterback to come out of Alabama. I couldn't tell you. Kenny Stabler out of Alabama. When's the last good quarterback to come out of Alabama? Or Ohio State? They stink. I think that's why, Clocks. Marcus Golden has not signed yet, Ramdre. I think he's going to end up being a Giant again, honestly. Aaron Rodgers never seen him out like this, let alone twice. Could see he just wanted to get out of the. Yeah, and they couldn't rattle Eli. That tells you how tough Eli was. In 2011, they knocked Eli down every time he dropped back to pass, and they couldn't rattle Eli. Yeah, Florida's another one. Ends up with bad quarterbacks, but yeah, Alabama and Ohio State, they don't produce good quarterbacks. USC is another one. They do not produce good quarterbacks. Oregon is another one. They don't produce good quarterbacks. We'll see how Herbert does, but they just don't. San Fran does a very good team. That's why they're in the Super Bowl. They are very good. Their defense is special. And I love Deebo Samuel. That was a great pick for those guys. That was a great pick for them. No doubt about that. Last Giants victory against Redskins has become. Yeah, that was great, Mr. Mini Guy. The Giants would be better without. Yeah, I agree with that, Bobby. We're better without Collins all day, every day. And Collins did get burned by Caden Smith. It was fantastic. I loved it. I loved that happened to him. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. He stinks. Is this my house or a green screen? Definitely not my house. But it must look really good because people have asked me if this is my house. Legitimately. But no, it's the green screen. It's my dream house. You can put yourself anywhere when you're online because it's not real. But you can put yourself anywhere when you're online. I can go anywhere I want to go. It's great. I could go to my penthouse in New York in a snap of a finger. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Malik. They're not good. Nathan Starr came from Alabama. Well, that shows you how far back you got to go to find a good quarterback from Alabama illegally. Long ways. And Stabler came from Alabama, Kenny Stabler, but they're not good. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mom Master. I trust me. I wish this was my house. I should live stream on the top of the Empire State Building. I probably could. We give talent scouts a lot of crap, but honestly, how impressive they've been able to predict success. Yeah, well, that's their job, though. That's their job, Richard. That's what's they got to. And the best ones find those deep sleepers deep in the draft. That's where they make their money. Ray Sosa, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Namath did come from Alabama, yes. Namath, Starr, and Stabler are the ones that come to mind. This is Bert's house. It is. It is. Yep. Bert right there. It's Bert right there. I don't even know if you can see him with the green screen. But yeah, he kind of disappeared there a little bit. Bert. Freddie Kitchens was an Alabama quarterback. Yeah, well, he wasn't a good quarterback. Afghanistan says thumbs up the stream. I appreciate that, my mess. Yeah, I've been trying, man. I'm grinding it out. Trying to grind it out, my man. It was growing at a very, very quick pace when we had sports, but now it's just kind of it's fizzled out. I mean, I'm a sports channel. There's really no sports. I mean, it's tough. I'm gonna start streaming NASCAR because that's the only sports we're gonna have. Bert throws like Sam Darnold too. Ray throws like him. Where's little Baddog? He's sleeping. No guest appearance today. He should be a regular. You gain way more subscribers with him on. He's funny. But yeah, when he I mean it's 11:30 here, Benjamin. So he's sleeping. But whenever we go to my mother-in-law's house or my sister-in-law's house, and he's able to play with his cousins and he runs around for 5-6 hours, he gets in a car, he passes out. He was passed out 8 o'clock tonight, 9 o'clock tonight. He was passed out. Yeah, 8:30. I think we left at 8:30. So as soon as I got in the car, as soon as I turned around the corner, he was out cold. Is UFC? You should be streaming. Yeah, but I don't like know how to call UFC. What's going on, Lake Nona? Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Weak card. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Moose, how can I be the man when you're the man? Vodka drinker. What is going on, vodka drinker? How you doing, my man? Kitchens did little more than hand the ball off to Sean Alexander. All right, James, have a great night, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, as always. Appreciate it. Stay safe. Be good. We'll see you next time. Eleanor, my son is 3. He turned 3 in April, so he's 3 years old. Main event about to start. I don't know anything about UFC. Yeah, well, it's hard to get up at 4:50 in the morning, KP. It's hard to do that. Again, because I still work a full-time job. And I have a 3-year-old. So again, it's not like I can stream the KBO from, 5 o'clock to 8:30 in the morning and then say, I'm going to go back to bed for a few hours and do whatever. I don't get that opportunity. That's over. I have to go, I start working and then I have my son all day. So I don't get a break. Then there's times I've laid down in the bed at like 6:30, 7 o'clock to try to get an hour nap or whatever. And he comes in there, wakes me up. Daddy, no sleeping. I lost count of Florida Gators on the roster. The Jets are going to be the Florida Gators soon. Yeah, they could be. You have a niece who's 2 and a nephew who is 6. Yes, very nice. Yeah, he's my son's the best. I don't know. He is. He's a handful, but he's definitely the best. When sports come back, this channel will get a huge boom, hopefully soon. I hope so, Richard. I just want sports back, man. I want to be able to talk sports, stream sports. Like I eat, breathe, and sleep sports. It's what I do. It's killing me to not have them. It's killing me. My son looks a lot like me. Oh man, don't insult the kid like that, Ray. Actually, it's funny. So from like the neck down, everything is the same. He's got big hands. He's got big feet. He's got the same build I do. It's weird. His eyes are definitely mine. He's got my eyes. He has my eyebrows, although they're brown. He's got my wife's color hair. He has my wife's ears. He has my wife's nose. Thank God he got my wife's nose. I think his face is mostly my wife, except for his eyes and his eyebrows. I think his face is it's hers, but he definitely has the Italian. He's got darker skin and he has like peach fuzz on his face already. I see it. He's got peach fuzz on his legs. I'm like, he's got the Italian gene. My son definitely got that Italian gene. There's no doubt. He got very little of her. He got a lot of me. His personality is exactly mine as well. Hey, Benjamin, man, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it so much, brother. Have a great night. Yes, you got to. I know what you got to do. The bang hole needs to be serviced. I get it. I was young once too. Do what you got to do. Always appreciate you hanging out. Have a great night and enjoy the bang hole. Have a good night, Benjamin. My man. Illy Gilly, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Brilly. He says, final super chat. Shout out to Sports Expert 101 for covering the KBO. Yeah, I have no idea how the hell he does that every day. Twice a week was tough for me. But again, it's because if I didn't have to work during the day, it wouldn't be a problem. And like I said, having a 3-year-old makes it really tough. That's what makes it tough. Like if you guys noticed, most of my streams are 10 o'clock and later because he's sleeping, which is my grind because I should be sleeping and I don't. I stay, I stay up to try to go to the channel and hang out with you guys, which I love. I can forego sleep. I don't care. Nas always says I never sleep because sleep is the cousin of death. So I don't sleep a lot. And I love sports. So I can forego sleep. That's not a big deal. But getting up is much more difficult for me. Getting up is hard. And trying to stream when he's awake, forget it. It's difficult. Unless the Yankee, like the 7 o'clock Yankee game, that's not really a big deal because they're going to end at 10:30. But during the middle of the day, it's tough. What's going on, Justinio? Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it. All right, Eleanor, have a great night. Thanks for good seeing you. And glad to hear you're doing well. And stay safe. Be good. And hopefully we see you soon. Shondon Stevens, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Sleep is my favorite hobby. Vodka. Listen, there's nothing wrong with sleep. There's nothing wrong with sleep. I will not sleep until my kid moves out, probably. So I got a long ways to go. Hey, buddy, I've been tired all day today, too. I'm sitting there. It was like 6:30. I remember my mother-in-law's house, and I'm like so tired. And I'm like, how am I going to get through this stream tonight? Because I was tired at 6:30. New York State of Mind. Great song by Nas. That's that Illmatic album we were talking about earlier. I do live on coffee. I'm addicted to caffeine. There's no doubt about that. Why does everyone put Drew Lock over Daniel Jones? Maybe because everybody picking Denver in the AFC as a sleeper team, right? And everybody's sleeping on the Giants. But I think Daniel Jones would be better than Drew Lock. Lott and Kaiwoom on Tuesday, not sure. Yeah, if I did it, it'd be on Wednesday. Wednesday's the easiest day for me to stream the KBO. So if I do them, they'll be on Wednesday. They'll be on Wednesday at that point. We'll see. Can we make sleeping a career? That'd be nice. I could do that. Yeah, I agree, Ray. I think he's taken off this year for sure. Professional mattress tester. Yeah, I knew a few women that were like that vodka drinker in my day. Oh, man. So there's no doubt about that. No doubt about her. Yeah, the 1971 World Series on right now, which is always good, but I'll pop in for 10, 20 minutes, then I'm hitting the sack. I'll be in the stream the whole time on Tuesday. I don't stream on Tuesday. All right, Eleanor, have a great night. And again, like I said, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. When am I on my next vacation? I won't go on vacation again until August. And I'll have a 24. I mean, I probably can because I'll be doing a 24-hour stream in August. And that will be the thing that gets me through the end of it. So that'll come in very timely, KP. When I do a 24-hour stream, the toughest hours for me are like 4 to 8 in the morning. So having the KBO, that's going to help me out. I had to stream a Texas Hold'em tournament. I should, man. You're talking to sports expert. Oh, about the Tuesday. I got you. Me neither. And I don't know if we're going to have baseball, Sean, and that's the problem. Baseball's ticking me off. Ray, listen, I said this before. Carson Wentz has had 47 fumbles in his career. Lamar Jackson fumbled a ton his rookie year. So did Tom Brady. A lot of quarterbacks fumble early in their career. It's fixable. You think the Giants have over 70 sacks? I'm praying to God. That'd be unbelievable. I don't see that happening, but that'd be amazing. Mikey Bombers, what's going on? Missing the Yankees. We were talking about that. Missing the Yankees. Fernando, you think George Martin should be in the Hall of Fame? I don't know. He was pretty good, but I don't know if he's good enough to be a Hall of Famer. Played 16 games, though not 12. Jones getting crushed for his fumble because he deserves it, but I think I'll straighten it out. He fumbled a lot, but like I said, a lot of rookie quarterbacks did that. Abrar, what's going on? They were joining the stream. I feel like Josh Allen's overrated. He can't fix accuracy. That's what I said, JC. I said the same thing. I'd rather have a quarterback that fumbles that's accurate than vice versa. I completely agree with you. I couldn't agree more with that statement. I didn't play basketball. I played on the playground, but I did not play basketball like in school or in any organized league or anything. I mean, if I did, I was a shooting guard, but that was it. On the playground, I mean, I was pretty much a power forward because every guy was my height. They were all between like 5'8" and 6'2". So I was pretty much a power forward. What I think about Kyrie sitting out the season, that's his decision. I heard that there could be some players that sit out and they might actually have replacement players. I'm going to tell you something all about buckets. I don't care what they do. Just give me my basketball back, please. Just get the Laker dog back here. Just let's get some sports, please. I don't care if it's replacement. I need something. We need something as a sports community, as sports fans. Give us something. I mean, I'm telling you, I know Goose streams like all the NASCAR races. I am this close to freaking streaming NASCAR because I need to stream something sports-wise. I love doing these streams. I love just hanging out with you guys and just talking and stuff. That's great. But there's not much sports to talk about. So, I mean, I'm getting close. Lakers winning the chip. I completely agree with you, Alfredo. I'm the Laker dog, baby. I stream all the Laker games, and I'm looking forward to that. Street ball is awesome. Kyrie is always hurt, too. The O-line is fixed. That does help. Try to stream the UFC. I can't do it. I don't know the thing is, sports expert, I don't know anything about the UFC. I did get to watch Mike Schmidt, yes. I did get to see Mike Schmidt. I did. And again, he was nearing the end of his career, but he was still good when I watched him. End of July, hockey starts. Yeah, supposedly basketball is supposed to start too. I'm not a Lakers fan, JC. I'm a Knicks fan. I just stream all the Laker games because they play at 10:30 most nights. And again, my wife and son are sleeping. Last year, I streamed a lot of Laker games because they were on TV and they played at 10:30. And I streamed basketball, so that's easier than 7 o'clock. I can't stream a 7 o'clock game every night. So my man MH, I don't know if MH is still in here, started calling me Laker dog last year. And the Lakers weren't really good, but I streamed all the games anyway. And then this year, I bought the NBA League Pass last year to do more Laker games. And I was like, I'm definitely going to have it this year. I'm just going to do all the Laker games because they can be, I can be consistent with them. And, fortunately for me, they're extremely large. The Lakers streams are extremely large. That is a big audience. You can ask the guys that are in there. That is a large audience. I mean, we're talking, I've had streams upwards of 6,000 people in those streams. An average Lakers stream usually has between 2,000 and 2,500 people. They're big for me. I'm lucky. I'm fortunate that many people want to watch me call the Laker game. There you go, Zach. There you go. I don't like wrestling at all, Terry, so I couldn't do it. I don't know anything about wrestling. Now, if you brought me back to the Attitude Era, I could definitely do it. I could definitely do it. Right, Ray? Exactly. Besides, the sports read does wrestling. When's a PGA playing? That I'm not sure of. I do know this. The only two PGA things I stream are the Masters and the U.S. Open. The Masters is tough because that's right around my wife and my son's birthday. So a lot of times that weekend, I'm doing something. I miss those Lakers streams, Baddog, but I have NBA TV, but I'd rather watch you because you make them. Well, I appreciate that, Alfredo. And I think that's part of it. There's a lot of people like in the Philippines that can't watch a game, so they rely on me. But then there's a lot of guys that can watch games, but they enjoy the commentary and they enjoy the chat because you're with, like I said, you're with 3,000 other Laker fans. So it's a lot of fun. I love doing those games because they're exciting. The Lakers are a good team. It's fun to watch. My Knicks have been garbage. My Knicks have been trash for 20 years. 20 years outside of 2012, 2013. That is the only freaking time that they've won a playoff series since 2000. They've won one playoff series since 2000. It's awful. They're a terrible team. To watch the Lakers, to stream the Lakers, and go, oh, this is what a good basketball team looks like. It's nice to actually watch good basketball because I don't see it here in New York. You know what's funny, Dan? I was watching old wrestling today with my son from like 1989. He was engrossed in it. He was watching Tito Santana versus Mr. Perfect. He also liked the Rick Rude match that was on there. Jimmy Snuka and Honky Tonk Man. He was watching those. Ray wants to get signed up for Baddog Boot Camp. Yes. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mikey. I appreciate that. I got to do Tyson's fight if he actually makes Mike Tyson? If Mike Tyson comes back and boxes, I'll stream it. I'll stream a Mike Tyson fight. I wish we could fire Dolan. Unfortunately, we can't. He owns the team. So unless he sells it, we're stuck with him. So when was the last good player the Knicks drafted? I couldn't even tell you. Kristaps Porzingis. KP was good. Kristaps Porzingis, the last good player we drafted. Tell me about it. Now, I can say this all about buckets. I'm lucky. I saw the 90s Knicks. They were really good. That decade, the Knicks were a proverbial championship contender every year from 92 right through 2000. And I loved those Knicks teams with a passion. I loved them. I loved that bunch of Knicks. I wish they would have won a championship. I'll tell you something. You guys are Knicks fans, and you're not subscribed to this channel. Knicks Fan TV. These guys, they're doing it big. Knicks Fan TV has former Knicks players on their channel. Like they interviewed Xavier McDaniel. I was in there one night. Rasheed Wallace, Charlie Ward, Chris Childs. They've had a bunch of guys on there. A bunch. That's a good channel. You guys are Knicks fans. Knicks Fan TV is really good. Really good channel. The Knicks Heat rivalries, the Knicks Bulls rivalries, the Knicks Pacers rivalries, they were all awesome. And Jeff Van Gundy, he was great. You're going camping tomorrow. Very nice. Rick DeMono Martell is better than Tito Santana. He was on that show, Afghanistan. I forgot who he turned on. He started as the Can-Am Connection. Rick DeMono Martell. You're going to miss your nice bed. Oh, I'm sure. Quest Dak, who brought the monkey in. Tyson looks like a beast. Yeah. Tyson, that'd be unbelievable. Josh S., what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. They did do Ewing dirty. Knicks haven't been good since they traded Ewing. Curse of Patrick Ewing. Yep, Superfly. He was, like I said, Superfly was fighting Honky Tonk Man. Saw Magnificent Morocco, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Brother Love, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Earthquake, Dino Bravo, Big John Stud. Who's Big John Stud? King Kong Bundy, Jake the Snake Roberts. That was a great era of wrestling. I loved wrestling when I was a kid. From 84 to 92, the golden age of wrestling, that was a great era. Then I got away from it after Hogan left, after Ultimate Warrior left. I got away from it for a few years, like 93, 94, 95. I came back right around the time Stone Cold won King of the Ring in 96. And then that era, the year after, from like 97 through 2000, was the best wrestling ever, in my opinion. And not just WWF. The WCW was really good. 1997 was the best year in wrestling history, in my opinion. 1997 was, the undercards in WWF were like It was like The Rock versus Bret Hart, or Triple H, or, as Mankind versus Davey Boy Smith. That was great. Great era. Oh, Tito Santana. That's awesome. Arriba! I love Tito. Tito was one of my favorites as a kid. Oh, JC, yeah, the 8 points now. Of course, he admits that he pushed Greg Anthony to the ground. He admits that he pushed Greg Anthony to the ground to get that 3. Illy Gilly, man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my good man. He says, I really want to see the Lakers win for you, but I don't see Anthony Davis staying healthy with the way he plays. Well, I mean, he should stay healthy this year. I don't even know if Anthony Davis is going to come back to the Lakers, Illy Gilly. I don't know. I honestly don't know, how he's going to do it. I don't, but, can I go to 1? I'm not going to 1 tonight, KP. I'm probably going to end, I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely not going to 1 o'clock tonight. I can tell you that. That's not happening. But it started, yeah, I think so too, Afghanistan. Remember, yes, of course, yeah, Cactus Jack, Mankind, and Dude Love, of course. Yep, I do. What's going on, Meat? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining us. Good to see you. I appreciate it. Remember the ECW? Yes, I do. Owen Hart doc that Vice put out was so bad. Oh, the Vince. I don't know if I've ever saw that Owen Hart documentary. Richard, I don't know if I've ever seen that. Oh, it was sad. I'm misreading it. That tells you I'm tired. I don't know if I've ever seen that Owen Hart documentary. Anthony Davis to New York, God please. I've heard Karl Anthony Towns in New York. I would kill for KAT to come over here because we should have drafted him that year anyway, but we won 2 out of our last 3 games that year, and we ended up picking 4th. Laker games are fun. We're going to get them back, Mexican Giant. We're going to get them back. What's going on, Danny? How you doing, buddy? ECW is the best. $10 for an entrance. You literally get to fight with the wrestlers. Is that true? Nick's got to stop preparing players to come only play with. Yeah, no, I completely agree, JC. They're dysfunctional. They're most dysfunctional team in the NBA. XVK, yeah, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, the Honky Tonk Man. Till Ultimate Warrior smashed him at SummerSlam. Squashed him in like 10 seconds. I remember I was 12 years old, and I hated the Honky Tonk Man. When you're a kid, you hate the heels. You hate them. You don't really understand what they're doing. You just know they're not guys you're cheering for. I hated him. I love him now. Like Honky Tonk Man, looking back at him, he's one of my favorite guys. But, man, I hated because he cracked me up. I hated him when I was 12, and I loved the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior was my favorite wrestler, at that time. When I was real young, it was the Junkyard Dog was my favorite wrestler. But when he came out and beat Honky Tonk Man, I went crazy. I celebrated. I was so happy about that. I can remember Saturday night's main event when Ted DiBiase paid the official to count Hulk Hogan's to 3 when Andre the Giant pinned him, but Hulk Hogan's arm was up. And me and my cousins got so upset that Hogan lost the title. That's a great thing about being a kid, just the innocence of it all. We were so upset. We're like, his arm was up. How did he lose the title? His arm was up. He wasn't pinned. Oh, man, that was great times. That's why I went back and started watching that stuff on YouTube, because it just brings me back to a time when things weren't so complicated. You know what I mean? I would love LaMelo to go to the Knicks, honestly. I'd take LaMelo Ball here. Noah? Sandman threw beer cans. Yes, he did. Yep. Ted DiBiase and Rick Rude was the other one. Richard Cranium. I hated Rick Rude as a kid, but Rick Rude ended up being one of my favorites. I laugh every time Rick Rude cuts him. Rick Rude is hilarious. And I'll tell you this, Rick Rude's physique, that is the physique that I've always wanted to have. That was whenever I was always like, I want to be built like Rick Rude. Like that is the physique that I've always dreamed of having. Now I can't be as big as him because he cheated. I didn't. That's why he died at 44 and I'm still going strong. But, But yeah, I mean, Rick Rude that guy was put together. And I'm just like, I wish that I could be built like Rick Rude. So I'll never be that big, but he definitely inspired me to work out. That's for sure. Thoughts on Sam Darnold, Robert? He stinks. Doug, you should do a watch along with some old pay-per-views. I know they have the pay-per-views. On here, Richard, I'm not really sure. And I don't know how the copyright works, which sucks. Like, I have no idea how it works. Like, I would love to do that. Like, I would love to put, like, I mean, the shows are on YouTube, so I have to imagine I wouldn't be copyrighted for it, but I can't chance it. But I would love to put like a thing from like 1989 up on the screen and call like a Greg the Hammer Valentine versus a Tito Santana match, or Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Magnificent Morocco, or Dusty Rhodes versus Adrian Adonis, like that type of thing. I would love to do that. Yeah, Virgil, of course. Everybody's got a price. The Moondogs, yes. Rex and Spot. And the Killer Bees, B. Brian Blair and Jumping Jim Brunzell. I remember them. I loved Greg the Hammer Valentine. I told BVD Afghanistan. When BVD was younger, he looked like Greg the Hammer Valentine. I swear to God. His hair is darker. But he was built like Greg the Hammer Valentine. He looked like Greg the Hammer Valentine. When BVD showed me a picture of him when he was younger, he looked like the Hammer Valentine. Road Warriors were good. Demolition was good. I loved that time. That wrestling was awesome. When I'm done with this stream, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to watch an episode of probably July 1989 wrestling. I love those guys. It's just, like I said, just such great memories of being a kid. I have to watch Brave Wilderness on YouTube. He's a crazy man. Oh, there's a lot of crazy people out there. I'm crazy. I'm insane. Who do I think is going to have the first pick? Carolina. I think will. Yeah, Superfly Snuka. Piper broke the coconut over his head. We had Paul Orndorff back in the day. We had Rowdy Piper. We had Cowboy Bob Orton. Bob Backlund. You have to get some kind of permission if you want to stay monitored. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how it works with that. So that's why I don't mess with it. I think Joe Burrow will have a better rookie season than Justin Herbert, honestly. But I don't think either one of them are going to have a really good rookie season, to be fair. Jerry Lawler was one of the best announcers ever. He cracked me the hell up, Vodka Drinker. He was funny. Baddog, SD Special Delivery Jones. Yeah, so the one thing I remember about SD Special Delivery Jones was this. I think it was WrestleMania. Might not have been WrestleMania. I think it was WrestleMania 1, if I'm not mistaken. He lost a match to King Kong Bundy in a record 9 seconds. Right? 9 seconds. But actually, in all actuality, it was 23 seconds. You can count it. It's 23 seconds. I think that was WrestleMania 1, because WrestleMania 2, he fought Hogan in the steel cage. So I know it wasn't WrestleMania 2. But I do remember that. Michael Sachs Jr., what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Asking. King Kong Bundy was in the movie. You guys ever seen the movie Moving with Richard Pryor? He's in that movie. He's also Peg Bundy's cousin in Married with Children. King Kong Bundy. Some classics. RVD. WrestleMania 9 is still the worst wrestling. Yeah, it was a bad one. Most valuable possession I own? Probably my car. My house. My house is the most valuable possession I own. Nikki. Definitely. My house. I do remember the Bret Hart Kiss My Foot match. Yeah, give me Trevor Lawrence over Justin Fields. WrestleMania 27. I don't even remember that. I think the last WrestleMania I watched, which one was the one where Rock and Hogan, the Rock and Hogan fought? Was that 19? That might have been the last one I watched. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, Macho Man had the robe, had the great robe. He had the great intro music. And the flying elbow off the top rope was something you really never saw before. You don't ever need to apologize for being late, word 21. You don't ever need to apologize, man. You're here. Life happens. It was 18. Thank you, guys. I couldn't remember that. So that might have been the last one that I watched. No, I take that back. I'm sorry. What was the one? So there was a couple that I remember streaming on the internet for free when you couldn't do it. I remember The Rock and Cena, and I think the Miz fought Cena in a couple of WrestleManias. And there was one where Triple H and Undertaker fought. So 19 wasn't the last one, but I can't remember them all. I remember Undertaker and Triple H in a steel cage match or Hell in a Cell. I remember that WrestleMania, don't know which one it was. I remember The Rock and Cena, don't know which one that was. And by the way, John Cena's Doctor of Thugonomics was one of the best characters ever in wrestling. And it's too bad that they took that away from him because Cena was awesome when he was a Doctor of Thugonomics. I'll give you my WWE Network login. You can watch all the old shows and stream your reactions. Yeah, but the thing is, Richard, like I couldn't. Oh, you're talking about just not showing the screen behind me, just showing my reaction to it. I gotcha. Well, that'd be amazing. I mean, if you did that, that'd be amazing. But nobody would be able to see it. That's the problem. Like I can't show it on the screen. But I actually thought about buying that, but I don't know. I never could do it. But 27, 28, 29. Okay, there you go. So I did watch a few things. Most valuable collectible I own. Mickey Mantle rookie, probably. It's either that or my T206 Ty Cobb. I don't know which one is worth more at the moment. Or I do have a 2000 Bowman Chrome Refractor PSA 9 Brady. They're all about the same value, I think. I'm not sure which one is worth more than the other one. Nice, Michael. That's good. How's my night? It's good. I'm getting tired. I am getting tired. Ruthless Aggression Era was underrated. Yeah. It's because I followed the Attitude Era, and the Attitude Era was the best. Brooklyn Brawler, yes, Steve Lombardi. Yep. They can get the network themselves and watch it with you, only $10. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know how many people would do that. That's the thing, Richard. I wish I could just show, like, I wanted to stream like the 1990 NFC Championship game, like behind me and call it and react to it so bad, but I don't know how it works and I can't take the chance. Hot Take Hockey, what's going on, my man? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hope all as well. Great channel over there. When the hockey playoffs come around and you want to watch a guy stream hockey, because I'm not going to do it. I may do one Rangers game because, I'm a casual Rangers fan. I can't call a hockey game. I suck at it. I tried. I can't do it. That's the guy you want to watch. That guy sounds like a professional. He and Sir Cardinal are the best. I don't know how the hell they do it. But those guys are good at what they do. There's a channel to check out if you want to watch somebody that live streams hockey games for sure. Is Phil Simms similar to any quarterback today? No, I can't think of one. The Narcissist versus Mr. Pro. Giant Gonzalez sucked. Tatanka. I just liked the event for some reason. Oh, God. WrestleMania 10 wasn't really good either. Wasn't that Owen Hart versus Bret Hart? I guess that wasn't bad either. The Vikings did beat the Eagles last year, yes. Oh, you got a hot take hockey. Illy Gilly, man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it so much, man. Brilly, my good man. $5 super chat says the day wrestling changed for me was when the Rockers broke up. Shawn Michaels took over. Yes, he super kicked Marty Jannetty through the window on Piper's Pit. I remember that. Yep, I remember that. This is a good one. Marty Jannetty. That's kind of like AZ and Nas, although AZ was great. Marty Jannetty really wasn't anything. But, yeah, Shawn Michaels took over. Jannetty never was heard from again. If you ask me about hockey, 99%, yes, well, they should be. Wayne Gretzky was God. That's a card that I do not own, that I should own, and I don't. is a Wayne Gretzky rookie, even though I'm not a big hockey guy. I've always wanted a Wayne Gretzky rookie. Don't have one. I've always wanted a Bobby Orr rookie. Those are really expensive. Mark Messier is one that I can afford. The Red Rooster, yeah, Terry Taylor. Yep, he was fighting today. So it was good. Yeah, Terry Taylor. We had Blackjack Mulligan. We had the King Harley Race. We had the Islanders. Haku and Bruce Bar Beefcake, British Bulldog, Dynamite Kid, Jimmy Mouth of the South Heart, Mr. Fuji, Classy Freddie Blassie. The heel managers were the best. I think Jared Goff is compared to Phil Simms if he won a Super Bowl against the Patriots. I guess I think Goff has a little more talent than Phil Simms. But you wish you played football in high school? I mean, I did play football in high school, broke my ankle, so I wish I didn't play football in high school because that was the end of my track career. Not that I was going to be a superstar in track or anything, but I was much better at track than I was at football. I just played football because girls like football players and just did it for them. I sure knew a lot of things. That just comes with experience of being around forever, Nikki. I'm old. And I've been around a lot, and I've seen a lot. I go Davey Boy Smith. I was pissed when Sean wasn't eliminated through him. I like Davey Boy Smith myself. British Bulldogs are my favorite tag team when I was a kid. When they beat the Hart Foundation at I think that was WrestleMania. Was that 2? I think that was WrestleMania. It wasn't the Hart Foundation. Was that Beefcake? And I can't think of that now. I don't think it was the Hart Foundation. Was that Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine that they beat at WrestleMania 2 for the tag belts? Right? That was really good. And then WrestleMania 3, one of the best matches ever was the Macho Man versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And I love Ricky Steamboat. He was one of my favorite guys for sure. I was so happy when he beat Macho Man for the title. So happy. What's up, Bradley? How you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. I know these wrestlers, us older guys talking about these wrestlers. We know these guys. The younger generation's like, who the hell are you talking about? Who the hell is Tito Santana? Does sex feel good? I guess. I would say it does. I mean, if it didn't, nobody would do it, right? Do girls like football players? Yeah, women do usually like athletic men. They usually do like strong, athletic guys. Yes. That is usually something that they go for. I've always liked athletic females. My wife was a track runner, so it made sense. Tall, long-legged, tone, that type of thing. That track running women were always my favorite. And my wife was a track runner. She was a sprinter just like I was. So that made sense. I still like and appreciate wrestlers and watch it very much. To me, Afghanistan, they just, you know what it is? They lost their character. They lost their personality. Like every wrestler is the same. It's so vanilla now. In the 90s, when these guys cut promos during the Attitude Era, you didn't know if they were actually doing shoots or if that was part of the script. Like, everything is scripted, but there was a lot of truth and like fine line stuff that came out. In some of the promos, like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels really hated each other. Like that was real heat, And one of the funniest things ever was Shawn Michaels coming out all drunk and high talking to Stone Cold. Stone Cold was trying not to laugh when he told Shawn Michaels, I'm going to super kick your teeth right down your throat. And Shawn Michaels says, you're telling me, the master of this sweet chin music, that you're going to kick your teeth down my throat? And Stone Cold tries not to laugh and he just goes, damn right. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Take notes, Baddog. You take notes. You'll be a very successful man, Ray. Oh, Lord. I'm going to write a book. I'm telling you. I'm going to call it Bad Dog's Memoirs. HBK was, so I didn't meet HBK, and I didn't really have a run-in with him. Years ago, one of my friends, his father worked at a hotel down in the Albany area at late night. And we were in there just hanging out in the lobby. And Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, and Kevin, they come in. The Clique, they come in. There's no rooms available. The rooms are all booked. And Shawn Michaels was asking for a room. And my buddy's dad's like, "Oh, we're booked." And he got pissed. "You know who the fuck I am? I'm Shawn Michaels. I'm Shawn Michaels. You make a room for me." Blah, blah, blah. He went on and on and on. And then they stormed out of the hotel. I'm always like, what a dick. That's the only memory. That's the only thing I know of Shawn Michaels. I have not met many wrestlers in my day, but that was something that always stuck out of my head. They were a mess, those guys. They were a complete disaster. I don't know how any of them are alive, honestly. No, I didn't. HBK would have annihilated me back then. HBK would have kicked my ass. He would have kicked my ass. Another time, I'll tell you one of the biggest guys that I've ever met in my life, John Cena. I didn't meet John Cena. I shook his hand at a Pizzeria Uno in Crossgates Mall. This is years ago. My wife and I are sitting. There's like tables near like a hall in Crossgates Mall. And my wife sees him walking. She goes, "That's John Cena." I said, "Stop it." And I look over and I see him. He's got all his wrestling gear on and stuff. He's got his hat. He's got all his merch on. And I'm like, "Oh my God, that's John Cena." And she's like, "Yeah, and he's coming in here." So he sat at the bar. He was by himself. He did save us. He did put seats on, like stuff on a seat for somebody else. I don't know who was meeting him there. We were just finishing up. And I remember going up to him and just saying, "Hey man, I just, want to say I'm a big fan." And they had a pay-per-view at in Albany the next night. And I was like, "Good luck, have a good match tomorrow night and whatever." And I remember he turned really slow because who knows, wrestling guys are, wrestling fans can be fanatical. And he just kind of looked at me. He shook my hand. He said, "Thank you, man. I really appreciate that." I got big hands. John Cena's hand swallowed my hand. And I'm telling you, that dude's back was enormous. That was one of the biggest guys I have ever seen in my life. He was huge, not tall. He was like 6'2" maybe, but the width and the size of that guy was dumb. Not human. John Cena, not a normal human. He was huge, bigger than any giant that I met at training camp. I've never seen a guy that size without an ounce of fat on his body. He was dumb, stupid big. Huge guy. But that was it. And I think he came to Crossgates Mall because at Colony Center, at a place called FYE, For Your Entertainment. I don't even know if that's still there or not. I think it is. But they had Carlito was over there and some other wrestler. They had a bunch of wrestlers doing a signing. So I think Cena stayed out of that mall and went to Crossgates because all the wrestling fans weren't going to mob him. Yeah, I don't know if I bet you he's bigger than Saquon Barkley. Like I'm telling you, I've never seen Saquon Barkley in person, so I can't tell you. But John Cena was enormous. Huge guy. Cena's 6 foot flat. I thought Cena was like 6'2", but he was sitting down, so it was hard to tell. I just thought he was taller, maybe because he was so big. But he was a really nice guy. I met Cena built like a boulder. Yeah. No, he isn't. Yeah, Richard. He was a really nice guy. But he was so big. Like I'm not a huge guy by any means, but I'm rarely intimidated by anybody. Like, going to training camp and doing, like I've done a couple of charity events with some Giants players years back. And my wife would always say to me, she goes, "It's just amazing how you just like engage in conversation with them and you're not intimidated. You're not nervous. She's like, how do you do that? Because so many people seem like they're nervous around athletes." I'm like, I don't know. They don't intimidate me. She goes, "Is there anybody that you would, be nervous around?" And I was like, Mariano Rivera. I mean, because Mariano Rivera was my favorite Yankee of all time. So it's like, I'd probably be a little nervous around him. But I'll tell you what, Cena intimidated me a little bit. Not that he was mean or anything, but just like I said, the size of that guy. I was a little intimidated walking up to him. I'm not going to lie. I was a little nervous about going up and just, wanting to shake his hand. But yeah, he ended up being a big teddy bear. But he was awesome. He wasn't the thugonomics guy at this point. This had to be. I remember I was wearing a Tony Stewart crew shirt, so I was still into NASCAR. This probably was 2005, 2006. It was right after the Dr. Thugonomics thing ended. And he went to the You Can't See Me thing. Cena just actually donated $1 million to. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. But yeah, that Cena was that's a big guy. Last Jedi, what's going on, my lady? How you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. Always good to see my girl, Last Jedi. But yeah, I met Brock Lesnar. Lesnar was huge. He was kind of a jerk. Yeah, I've never met, like I said, I've not met many wrestlers in my life. I met, like I said, and they're quick. They're quick meet. Like I said, I didn't even really meet Shawn Michaels. I didn't talk to Shawn Michaels. I was just there when that happened. I saw Shawn Michaels. I shook John Cena's hand. And when I was in Atlantic City, this had to be 4 years ago when I was at the National Card Show convention down there, because I like to go. I mean, you guys know I'm a huge sports card collector. So the National every year is the biggest card show. The biggest dealers from the country go to these things once a year. They move around. They've been in Baltimore. They're in Chicago. They're in California. They were in Atlantic City. And me and my buddies, there was a bunch of us. We were walking down the hall, and I don't remember the hotel we were in. We just got done eating. We were going to gamble. And we saw Ric Flair with, she was a younger, probably, I don't know if she was an Asian woman or Hawaiian. I don't really remember, but she was a lot younger. And my buddy Phil goes, he's like, yo, that's Ric Flair. And we're like, yeah, okay. And as we got closer, it was Ric Flair. So we see Ric Flair, we're like, Ric Flair, woo! And obviously he gives us the woo back. We're like, he probably hasn't heard that 10 million times in his life. But that was the only other wrestler I probably ever saw. And again, that was just in passing, giving him a woo. So that was awesome. That was really cool. We should have taken Ric Flair out with us that night. We should have went out drinking with Ric Flair. That would have been legendary. I've never met Andre the Giant. I saw Andre the Giant wrestle like in person, but I've never. I think those are the only three wrestlers that I've ever seen. I can't think of any other wrestlers. I've never gone to meet wrestlers. I've never gone to have them sign anything. I've gone to card shows and had guys sign things. I've went to Giants training camp, but I never was that big of a fan of. And it's not like if Stone Cold went somewhere, I would have went and saw Stone Cold. I loved Stone Cold. That was my guy. Or The Rock, Who has bigger hands, Brandon Jacobs or John Cena? Hakeem Nick's probably the biggest hands I've ever seen in my life. Hakeem Nick's shook my hand and grabbed my wrist. Hakeem Nick's hands were like 10.5 inches. They're not human hands. Hakeem Nick's had the biggest hands I've ever seen. Enormous. Swallowed my Sharpie. You couldn't even see the Sharpie in Hakeem Nick's hands. I have a Sharpie. His hands were dumb. What's going on, Sebastian? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Ric Flair could still party. Oh, I guarantee you. Bobby, I guarantee you. That's one thing we regretted, that we didn't ask him to go out drinking with us. Because I think he would have. There was it was me. There was 7 of us. I guarantee you would have went out and drank with us. I guarantee you he would have went out and drank with us. If we said we're buying, he probably wouldn't let us. He probably wouldn't let us. I met Chris Jericho and Sheamus at a bar in Brooklyn the day before. Jericho was talking about how he was texting all of his bitches. Totally sounds like a Chris Jericho thing, Richard. Totally does. Yeah, Jedi. Yeah, that's a big guy. That is a big dude. That's what I'm saying, Ray. His hands are dumb. I never met Lawrence Taylor. Nope. Can't say I've ever met LT. LT was at a card show signing that I went to, but I wasn't near the state, or I wasn't near where he sat. Like, we weren't set up there. We were just like, looking for cards. And I didn't buy the thing to get off because I really don't collect autographs. Because I mean, I do have autographs. Like, I have autograph memorabilia. Like I said, I have a King of a Junior autograph cap and a Nolan Ryan autograph cap, and I have a Tommy Cantley baseball over there. And I have to put this picture. I have a 16 by 20 Derek Jeter autograph for, where he's diving into the crowd. But that stuff takes up a lot of space. So I just collect baseball, football. I collect sports cards. So I never really was one to grab a bunch of autographs. I don't know. I mean, I have an 8 by 10. Like, I have a Clyde Frazier 8 by 10 autograph. I have a Carl Banks, Jim Burt. I got stuff like that. I Jason Sehorn autographed my 98 Giants history book. So let me hit the head real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Let me hit the head real quick. Be right back. Hit that thumbs up. All righty. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll go for like another 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll call this a night. But for those of you who are in here still, we had a small crowd tonight. So I'll let you in on what I have planned for Tuesday. Now, I'm hoping that this comes together. I've talked about this with some guys, and they say that they're in for this. This is something that I wanted to do. So you guys are getting a sneak peek at this. I'll obviously put it in the community notes on Tuesday if this is going to happen. So Tuesday night on this channel, one thing that I've wanted to do, and I couldn't do it with Skype, but now that I use StreamYard, I can. I've wanted to get one of the video makers from each one of the teams in this division to come on the channel and discuss the NFC East with me. So I have an Eagles fan, a Cowboys fan, and a Redskins fan that said they will do this with me on Tuesday night, probably 9:00, somewhere in there. But Philly 500, obviously, for the Eagles. We have Philly 500 on here. Ed Oliver of the Redskins. I've had Ed Oliver on the channel before. Very good Redskins video maker. And for the Cowboys, Mark Holmes. So I'm hoping that comes to fruition and we get that done. But Mark Holmes, Philly 500, myself, and Ed Oliver talking about the NFC East. If we can get that together, like I said, all these guys have said they're ready to go. They're in on this unless something else comes up. That is a stream you're not going to want to miss. That is going to be so much fun. I'm hoping that it works out like everybody's said they're going to do it. It's not finalized yet, but that is going to be amazing. I'll have so much fun doing that. That's going to be incredible. That's a big time lineup. So let's hope. That'd be awesome. Yep. That would be awesome. EDP is too big to come on this channel. EDP's got like 2 million subscribers. He ain't messing around with me. That would be funny, though. I'd love to get EDP on the channel, but EDP's not going to mess around with me. Yep, Sharik. Yeah, did a video on it. Why not? EDP's not going to. EDP's too big. EDP's not coming to my channel. But that'll be awesome. Collab with Pat McAfee. I've had people ask me to reach out to players. I can't do that. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm bothering them. I've said the only guy I've ever considered reaching out to come on my channel is Tommy Canley, because he's local and he lives around me, and that's the only guy that I've considered, but I still wouldn't want to bother him. He just got married, and I don't want to bother him. Dire Giants fan, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my man, he says, I just got back. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, like I said, my man, I appreciate the super chat, as always. Thank you so much, but I hope that comes up. We're going to do it eventually, okay? That is definitely going to happen. I'm just hoping it happens Tuesday, so we can have some, we'll do that, and then, like I said, I'll do that Tuesday. Talking Giants will be on this channel probably Friday. And then I don't know what I'm live streaming again. I don't want to overdo these things. So that's it. That stream on Tuesday, hopefully Talking Giants on Friday. And then I don't know what it is for the foreseeable future. We'll have to wait and see. So, yeah, that'll be awesome. No doubt about that. Yes, I've collabed on here, Jedi. I've collabed, but I collab. I've collabed with Philly a bunch of times. I've collabed with Mark Holmes just on his channel. I've collabed with Ed Oliver. I've collabed with Lord Brunson. OGR, obviously a lot of Giants fans. Uncle Lou's been on my channel. Yeah, I could have him on there. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But there's a lot of people I'd love to have on the channel. Maybe that's what I just need to start doing. Maybe I know Chris does that, but maybe I need to just bring some people on here that haven't been like Bobby, like Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk, like Goose. Guys that have been with me since I started streaming. I've worked with Sports Career, I've worked with UCF Jaguar. I've worked with a lot of guys on YouTube, which is a lot of fun. So get Nitro Freak on here. I couldn't work with Nitro Freak. I couldn't work with him. I just couldn't. That wouldn't be good. Which Redskins YouTuber? Ed Oliver. Be coming on. So that'll be good. After next Friday, will you take it? No, I'll still do videos. But the live streaming is going to slow down until we get sports back. Do I ever twerk? Do you? I don't know what kind of question that is. No. I don't know why any man would ever twerk in his life. It's not something a man does. What's wrong? Like him and I we don't get along. There's no Nitro Freak and I do not agree on a single thing. I don't mean we don't get along as people. I mean, we do not agree on one single thing. Now, there is an Eagles video maker that I do want to have on the channel. I have it as Joey Shakes. I've talked to him on Twitter. That's somebody I'd like to have on here. Because I think Joey Shakes does a really good job of this channel. And that is definitely a YouTube video maker that I'm looking at. Illy Gilly, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it so much. Brilly. I don't have a director's thing, but we'll just use my notebook here. Behind the scenes. Action. Daniel Jones for MVP. Absolutely. No doubt about that. Diehard Giants fan, my man. Thank you so much for the super sticker, brother. Brilly, my good man. And obviously, shout out to Diehard Giants fan for the chair, which I can just go, whee! Look at that. That's a 4-spinner without putting my feet on the ground. That's amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. I'm not a YouTuber. Could I ever come on Baddog NASA Worker? Well, I mean, no, I have to see people. I have to know people to come on this channel. I have to know who you are. I would love to get E-Rock. E-Rock would be great. I would love that. That's actually, you know what, Richard? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I mean, I don't see E-Rock on YouTube anymore. I don't know if he does, but I should reach out to him. I mean, I follow him on Twitter. I should reach out to him and see if I could get him on the channel. I've always liked E-Rock. I've always liked E-Rock. That would be a good idea. Maybe I will reach out to E-Rock and see if he'd come on the channel for like an hour or something. I know he's busy. I know he's a busy guy. He's got a wife. He's got kids. You know, he's got his podcast. He's got all that stuff. So I know he's busy. But yeah, I definitely like to have E-Rock on here. Pizzle and I are going to work together. KP. Once we start having Giants football, once the season starts, or once we have training camp and stuff, Pizzle will be on the channel again. What do I mean? I need to know that you're a video maker. Like, I need to know who you are. I need to see your face. I need to know you. I need to be familiar with you if you're coming on my channel. Harrison Jolly, what's going on, man? How you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. You've had Norb. Yeah, but again, he's a Seattle guy. Like, the thing is, like, I'm really hung up on the NFC East guys. So, I mean, I know who Norbcam is, but I've never talked to Norbcam. So those are more difficult, like streams or whatever, like collabs to do when you don't know anything about the guy. Like, everybody that I've had on here or that I've collabed with, I've talked to on YouTube. I've talked to them in the comments section. I watched their videos. Whoever it is, I know them. That'd be difficult to do it with Norbcam because I've never interacted with Norbcam on here at any point. I know who he is, but I've never interacted with him. Chris and I that was just meant to be. The Chris and the Baddog show was meant to be. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. You don't want to share your platform with a bunch of loonies, and there's some out there. But I agree with the sports chamber. I do. I think that would be a big reason, is because of Jason Garrett. Do I feel like Chris is running out of content? I feel that we're all running out of content, Victor. There's no sports. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing. How many times can you go, how good will the Giants offense be this year? How good will the Giants defense be this year? Who will win rookie of the year for the Giants? Who's going to win defensive rookie of the year for the Giants? It's so hard. It's so hard to come up with content right now. We do our best, but at the same time, you don't want to force it. It's just hard. There's nothing going on. Right now, we Chris and I have talked about this. Right now, he'd be doing Mets stuff. I'd be doing Yankee stuff, and we'd be mixing in the Giants stuff. Or right now, I'd be streaming the Lakers in the finals. I'd be streaming the Lakers in the finals, doing post-game videos about the Lakers. I'd be doing Yankee games and doing Yankee content, and I'd be talking about the Giants. If sports were going on in full effect right now, I'd be having 2, 3, 4 videos or 2, 3, 4, a combination of videos and live streams up on my channel a day because there'd be so much to talk about. It just sucks. I would definitely collab with Desert Eagle. Jet, I love Desert Eagle. He's one of my favorite Eagle video makers of all time. D's a good guy. Aaron's a good guy. Very good guy. I would definitely have him on here. Can I tell you, I hate the Eagles with a passion. Like, I hate that team. Hate them. They have a lot of good guys on YouTube. They got a lot of good video makers. Desert Eagles won. E-Rock has won. Lord Brunson I like Lord Brunson. Lord Brunson and I are so similar personality-wise. Philly 500, obviously. I love Philly 500. And just There's a lot of really good Eagles. Joey Shakes is another one. Spunky is another one. There's a lot of good. I've heard there's so many good Eagles fans on YouTube and that make videos that I forget them. You can't say that about the Cowboys video makers. There's not a lot of good Cowboys video makers. I mean, Chris Devers even came in here. He's a Cowboys fan. And he said, how come the New York Giants have the best YouTube video makers on here? He's like, I hate Dallas's video makers. They don't have a lot of good ones. They just don't. The Eagles do. You know, the Giants have the best, or we do have the best fan base on here by far. That's not close. The Giants have got the most loyal fan base, the best video makers. I mean, you're talking Entertainer, you're talking Kid Blue, you're talking Copizzle, you're talking OGR Sports, you know, you're talking Noah Cahill, you're talking Giants Alliance, you're talking Online Big Blue Sports, you're talking Alex Sports. And I mean, I know I'm forgetting guys, but there's just we have a really good fan base. Really good fan base. I mentioned Giants Alliance. We do. And then Chris and I say it all the time, the best chat on YouTube. You know, they're just very loyal. We've won 12 games in the last 3 years, and you guys are so incredibly supportive. This is why every live stream we tell you how much we appreciate you guys and girls, because it's true. Because you could give up on the Giants. You know, you could give up on the Giants and be like, well, the hell with it. You know, I don't care that Chris and Baddog are doing these videos or doing these live streams. The Giants stink. I'm not going to be there, but you're there all the time. That's why we love you. So we say, wait till they're good. It'll be amazing when they're good. Ron Effect really doesn't make videos anymore. And I'll be perfectly blunt. I was never a big Ron Effect fan anyway. Never was. Ron Effect gave me crap a couple of years ago on his live stream, and I've never liked him since, because this was the year the Giants started off 1-7 in 2018. And I told him in the chat, because he was saying they were going to go 12-4, and I said the Giants could legitimately start 0-8. That's how tough their schedule is. They could legitimately be 0-8. And that's when he came on with, well, if you think the Giants are going to go, if you don't think the Giants are going to make the playoffs, then you're not a Giants fan. If you don't think they're going to make the playoffs, if you don't think they're making the playoffs, you're not a Giants fan. Who are you telling I'm not a Giants fan? I've been a Giants fan almost as long as that guy's been alive. Probably longer than he's been alive. You're going to tell me I'm not a Giants fan because I thought we were going to go 6-10. We didn't. We went 5-11. But I'm not a Giants fan because I said we could start 0-8 and we'll probably finish 6-10. So, I never liked him since. You're not going to tell me I'm not a Giants fan, buddy. So I've never liked him since. And I think somebody mentioned Fireside Giants. They're good. I don't know. For whatever reason, I just don't watch I don't watch enough of their content to know. I mean, I know Mike Too Nice makes great highlight videos. But I just, for whatever reason, I either miss their videos or I just don't see them. I don't know. I don't watch them. Rover's great too. Yes. Rover's and the Hub. The Hub is another really good one. The Hub is just started, and he's a really good Giants video maker. Rover's hilarious though. Got a new fridge yesterday. Nice. People love the Ron Effect impression, Ray. So they used to ask for that all the time. I don't do it anymore, but if Gangrene David was here, I know he liked that one. Gangrene David loves that. He loves. Mark Holmes is going to be on the show, Victor. That's what I said. Tuesday, right now, tentatively scheduled on Tuesday night. Mark Holmes, Philly 500, Ed Oliver. Cowboys, Eagles, Redskins, Giants. That'll be awesome. There's going to be that's what I heard. Listen, J-Dog, I'm pissed about this too. I don't care. Just play baseball, please. Just play. You know? What do I and Nitro for? We don't fight. I'm just saying we don't agree on anything. He's an Eagles fan, I'm a Giants fan. We do agree on the Yankees. If Nitro Free came on here, we talked about the Yankees, we'd be good. If we talked about football, it would be a disaster. That's what I'd say. Baseball season, Nitro Freak and I are very civil to one another. Football season, that don't happen. Yes, the Sports React too. Yes, Rich is another one. Rich is another good channel. That's what I'm saying. There's a ton of them. Kid Blue's great. Kid Blue's really good. What I do know is when I do my 24-hour live stream this year, it's going to be a lot easier to do with StreamYard when I bring people on here. That my channel, Jedi. That collab will be on my channel. I've heard of Flight Reacts. I don't know who Troyden is, though. I do not. Tuesday, yeah, if we could get, it won't be a shit show. It'll be the shit. No, it'll be awesome. That'll be so much fun Tuesday. No doubt about that. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Haley Gilly, man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, my man. Brilly, my good man. He says, because you said you wasn't going to go to one, much respect. I didn't even realize, well, at this point, I guess I am going to go to one. It's 12:39, so yes, I will go to one at this point. But I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it as always. And Dire Giants, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it so much, guys. Thank you. Brilly. Baddog, would you do a stream where you announce an old game, not show the game, and call play-by-play? It'd be nice to watch some sports where your audience can watch along with you. Definitely could do that. And I mentioned this. I did this once before, Dire Giants fan, but I did it with my own DVD. So I will do this. I have to pick a night, and I've wanted to do, and you've heard me say this, Dire Giants fan. I know you have. I want to do the 1990 NFC Championship game. I know it's on YouTube. I know that game is on YouTube. So I could definitely watch that game with you guys and call it and react to it. That would be the game that I want to do. It's my favorite Giants game of all time. Yes. The 4 Super Bowls, I love them to death. Greatest moments of my life. But them beating the Niners in 1990 to end their three-peat bid, and I hated the Niners so much. That's the one I'm going to do. So yeah, I'll do that, Dire Giants fan. I'll pick a night to do that, and that's what we're gonna do. I'll do the 1990 NFC Championship game. We'll do that one. Yeah, David. I mean, you know how I feel about you, so I would definitely work with you again. I had a lot of fun. So yeah, I definitely look forward to collabing with you again. I look forward to buying you a beer too. You know that. You know that. Jamal Jenkins, what's going on, my man? How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Good to see you. I look like your FedEx man. All Italians look alike. It's just how it is. But yeah, that's what favorite Super Bowl out of the 4, 1990. It's my favorite Giants team of all time. The one against the Bills is my favorite of all time. Fireside has some long streams, pretty in depth. Yeah, no, I've heard, and I know Chris has worked with them before. Can I call a miracle? No, I don't call any Eagles games like that on this channel. Meet the Mets, my man. Freaking love that guy. Meet the Mets was such a great host. The next tailgate. So this is what we're aiming for. Meet the Mets. Shout out to Meet the Mets. Freaking that guy was the shit. Talk about an awesome guy. That guy was awesome. Being able to meet him and Bones at that Giants game, 2 Giants Mafia guys that I rolled around with in the TTC back in 2008. Well, Bones was more 2014. I met Bones, but no one Meet the Mets for so long. Mets was a kid when I started on YouTube. Like he was like 20, maybe not even. But we're looking at the Cleveland Browns game. Mets. Cleveland Browns. That's the game we're looking at. We're hoping they have fans in the stands by then. It is in December, so it'll be cold as shit. You know that. But that's the game that we're looking to go to. Is the Browns' good friend Odell Beckham coming back to MetLife Stadium? That's the one we're looking at. So hopefully we can do that. Chris and I will never argue. That'll never happen. Chris and I are friends. I consider Chris a friend. I told him that last night. Chris and I talk all the time. All the time. After we talk before the stream, and then after the stream's over, when we finish the Talking Giants show, we usually talk for 2 or 3 hours. We talk for a long time. We'll get talking, and the next thing you know, it's 2:00 in the morning. So, I mean, you don't ever need to worry about that. That'll never happen. Yes, Mets was the man. We do go way back. Yes, we do. We go way back to that Giants Mafia versus CNS days on YouTube. Yeah, that'll be an awesome game. That'll be an awesome game. This time, my brother-in-law's already said, he's like, this time, he's like, I'm bringing my own truck. And he's like, we're bringing some food down. So we'll bring some food. We'll probably bring some steaks. Definitely some brats. I always love me to brat. You know, we'll do it up good, Mets. We'll do it up good this time around. The Jets actually play the night before. Well, David, I told you don't need to go to the game, but I'll obviously be down there for the night. So we'll have to meet up at Reds again and have a beer. And I know Die Giants fan is going to beat the traffic this time and tailgate with us. That is definitely going to happen. Die Giants fan is going to get there early this time, and he's going to be able to drink a few beers with us. It's awesome getting to meet him too. That was so much fun getting to meet everybody down there. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And I can tell you this, I said this before. People who wonder if I'm the same online as I am in person, you can ask the people that met me. I'm the same. I'm the same exact guy in person. There's no change. I am the same person. I am the same exact guy. There's no difference. I hope they do, Jared. I hope so. Sorts expect you're a madman. I am a bit of a madman. I am. Listen, I'm a madman on here. I'm a madman in person. I mean, these guys heard me screaming at Pat Shermer there. There's a, I'm more fun in person than I am online. Well, I mean, you can see me in person. So, yeah, I mean, it's easier to interact with people when you're not responding to a chat, when you're getting to talk to them face to face. But no, that was awesome. That was awesome. And like I said, Dire Giants fans going to get to do it this year because I wish he was there like the night before and got to go out to dinner with us and hang out with Kid Blue and Gangry David and my boy DWG. DWG is going to be on the channel again too because I saw DWG the other day at the office, and I said I was like, we gotta hook up. But he's like, I'm in. So StreamYard's easier too. He doesn't need to download anything. I just have to send him a link and he's in. So he says he's got everything set up. So I'm gonna have to have DWG. He's gonna have to come on the chat again. That's true, Ray. That's true. Yes, Chris and I only met that one time. That was it. Like I said, we talk all the time. But yep, that was it. It was the first time we met. That was the first time I met all those guys. It was great. It was awesome. Like I said, yeah, I really enjoyed Meet the Mets though. Like that's my guy. Like Meet the Mets is such a great trash talker. Crack me the hell up. Just your prototypical Italian New York guy. That's my guy. Like Mets is like Mets is my kind of people. That guy is and just an awesome host to let us check because we didn't have any food. We just brought beer. And he's like, guys, he's like, I got it. Just enjoy yourselves. Oh, freaking awesome. Yeah, he was the man. And Bones saved a lady before on our way to the stadium. A lady got trapped in an area where there was a dumpster. Well, she got locked into the dumpster area. And it was cold. And luckily, he saw her and he let her out. You and Chris have that Italian New Yorker like bond. Yeah. There is a guy. I got to tell you something. I don't know if you can see this. And I don't know if he's on the YouTube channel. I don't know what his name is on YouTube. There is a guy on Instagram that follows me and Chris. And I'm going to tell you his name in a second. His name is Joe Cipriano 18. Okay? This guy looks like he could be Chris's younger brother. I swear to God, I can't blow this up. I swear to God. I asked him, like, are you related? I can't blow this thing up. I have to do this. Hold on a second. My Instagram is going crazy right now. Shoot. I can't get it to go. You're not going to be able to see it. I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know if you can see this or not. Can you see that guy? The guy in the pink shirt. Tell me that does not look like Chris's younger brother. Tell me that does not look like his younger brother. Right? He posted on the video of me working out. He said, "Stay away from my girl, bro," which I thought was funny. And then I saw this picture and I go, "Oh my God." I'm like, "You look like the entertainer." Like he looks like Chris. Like exactly like him. He looks like a young entertainer. He's like, "Nope, not really." He's just a big fan. He's a fan of you guys. I'm like, he looks just like him. It's crazy. It's crazy. No, that's not Chris. He's young. This kid's young, but I swear to God, he looks like his younger brother. Illy Gilly, man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, my man. Brilly. He says, my favorite thing about you and Chris is when you disagree with each other. I admire that you don't insult each other for having your own opinion. No, of course we would never do that. We would never do that. And yeah, I mean, yeah, and it's rare that we do disagree. The one thing I know we disagreed on, and it's funny, I forgot who asked us this. Asked us this on different. One asked him on his stream, one asked me on my stream. What we disagreed, like what was the biggest disagreement we have? And we both, without knowing, we both said the Janoris Jenkins thing. We were totally on opposite sides of the fence of Janoris Jenkins. He thought his tweet was uncalled for and insensitive. I said I felt like he had the right to say it. I remember that. That was it, though. We rarely disagree. We agree on a lot of stuff, but yeah, I would never. I mean, I would never. Even if he disagrees with me, his opinion's always very educated and well thought out. It's not like he's just trying to disagree. So that's why I always respect him. I mean, and obviously we disagreed on not really so much who we should have taken in the first round because I was fine with the lineman. But we disagreed on who we wanted. He wanted the left tackle. I wanted Isaiah Simmons. But we were both, going to be happy either way. So that was fine too. Derek Giants fan, man, thanks so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, my man. Brilly. I really appreciate that. He says, I'm saving up a bit for 727. Oh, my man. You don't have to do that. He says, I hope you don't get pissed about the spins I send your way. Oh, man. You don't have to do that, brother. I appreciate the super chat, though. Thank you very much. In case anybody's wondering what he's talking about, that's my birthday, July 27th. In the last 2 years on my birthday, well, maybe not on my exact day, but I do a birthday stream. I obviously celebrate with my family. Then I come on here and I celebrate with you guys, and I drink too much and you get drunk, dog. Yeah, I have a lot of fun. Those have been a lot of fun, those birthday streams. So, I had Chris on with me last year. That was fun. So, maybe what I'll do that night is I'll have a few people on for fun and see what goes on. But, yep, no, I agree, Richard. It is good. It is good to disagree. It is good to disagree. It happens. I say this all the time. Giants fans are not always going to agree on what we think is best for the team or who we think the best player is or whatever. But we all do agree we want what's best for the Giants. I'm turning 23. I wish. Turning 30. I wish. Turning 44. 44 this year. And yes, I understand that you guys that saw that picture of me on Twitter don't believe I'm 44. I can't believe I look like that. That's just stupid. I don't even know. I guess you don't realize what you look like when you see yourself every day. But I got to admit, I said I put in a lot of work. That's pretty funny. 18, I wish. You're going to look 30 when you're 50. Yeah, I wish. I wish, Illy Gilly. Like I said, I just try to stay as young as I can because I've such a young son. And, when he's 13, I'm going to be 54. And I still want to be able to go out, throw the football around him, pitch to him, play catch, play basketball, whatever. Like, I want to be able to do that stuff with him. So I try to stay in the best shape that I can. I definitely do. Dire Giants fan, man. Thank you for the super sticker, brother. I appreciate it. Brilliant, my good man. That one's an easy one to do. Thumbs up. Turning 22, I wish. I appreciate that, Jared. I do. I appreciate those compliments, guys. That's obviously, I remember this happens in the gym all the time. Nobody believes I'm the age I am in the gym. Nobody. I remember one of the girls that worked at the front desk last year. She asked me how old I was. She said, what are you, like 30? She goes, what are you, 31, 32? And I kind of giggled. I was like, you got an added digit to it. And she's like, 33? I'm like, no, 42. She's like, you're not 42. I'm like, I'm 4. I go, why would I lie about it? I'm every bit of 42. Now I'm going to, like I said, I'll be 44. But I look 70 minus 35. I'll take it. I'll take 35. I'll take it. I take being in my middle. I don't know if that's the case, Richard. But I always say it doesn't hurt an old man's ego at all when when somebody says that to you. It doesn't. It makes you feel good. But yeah, like I said, I try to stay in the best shape for my son. It's more, I mean, I've always enjoyed working out. I was always athletic when I was a kid. I got out of shape a little bit, right after I met my wife, because I just kind of got settled down and stopped doing a bunch of stuff. But I've always tried to stay in the best shape I could. But then I found, like bodybuilding or whatever, and I love it. Like, I'm addicted to that. So that's why I continue to do it. Oh God. Well, in the air, if you go into like Broadway, if you go to Broadway in Saratoga, if you go into the city, like the actual city of Saratoga where everything is, it's all young people. It's college kids. Sage is up there. So college is up there. It's all college kids. They all party. So yeah, there is a lot of young people in Saratoga. You go to the track, not so much. You go to the Racino, not so much. When I'm 60, you'll look 30. I doubt that. Well, I am 43. I'll be 44 next month. I do still run every day, Richard. I did tweak my back a little bit today trying to pick my son up. So luckily it feels like it feels better now. But I didn't run today. But I do. I run anywhere from 3 to 6 miles a day. But I do it sometimes. Every time I run, it's a 3 mile. It's 3 miles. But sometimes I go out twice a day. So I go 3 miles one time and 3 miles another time. Is the sun the key? The sun is the key to the youth. Well, yeah, I try to stay young because of him. That's for sure. You miss partying. Oh, I'm sure, Jedi. You're young. 22. But I was 22. When I was 22, I'm twice that now. That's why I love Jedi. Jedi is always like, you're not old, Baddog. Stop saying you're old. You're not old. Not a day. No. Sometimes it's usually 3. Weekends, a lot of times I will go out twice. I'll go out once around 9:30, 10 o'clock after I eat breakfast. I'll go running. And then I'll usually run once, maybe 5, 6 a night right before I eat dinner. So a lot of times on a weekend, I'll go out run twice. And I lift weights. I use my Bowflex. I don't actually have weights, but I use a Bowflex. It's tough, Richard. You got to pace yourself. I was never a runner. Like, I hated running. I hated it with a passion. But when I lost a lot of weight from January to March when the gym closed, like I lost 30 pounds and I was like, I'm not letting myself fall off the wagon. I won't do it. I worked too hard. And I said, I have to start running to keep the weight up. And I ended up losing an extra 10 pounds on top of it. But I found myself ending up loving it. And I was out there when it was cold. Like, it's cold up here. You live in the Northeast. It's windy. It's sleeting. It's cloudy. It's crappy. And I'm just kept thinking, I can't wait till it's nice out. I can't wait to run because I enjoyed it when it was crappy. And I'm like, when it's nice out, I'm going to love this. And I got a really good tan right now. I mean, it's the middle of June and I have a tan like I would in the middle of July. So that's what DWG said when he saw me. He said, hey, what's up, tan man? So I don't know. I just started enjoying running, but I need music for sure. Um, you know, so it's all good. Besides my family, what keeps me motivated? I just have the drive to do it. I like I've always, like I mentioned earlier, Nikki, Rick Rude was a guy I was like, I always wanted to be built like Rick Rude. Um, for me, I've just always envisioned myself having a certain physique, and I try to obtain that whatever way I can. Like we're just working my ass off. And the fact that I love it, like I love to work out. I love the adrenaline. I love the testosterone. I love the endorphins that it releases. It makes me feel good. I get a high from working out. That's what keeps me motivated. It is that high. It's the pump. Arnold talks about the pump. It's the pump. There's nothing like a good pump. Whether it's your biceps, whether it's your chest, whether it's your shoulders, whether it's your back, whether it's your heart from running, there's just a certain high I get from working out. It's pretty amazing. And once you start seeing results, it is addicting. And it is. I'm addicted to it. And then when other people notice it, then it really starts to, you're really like, well, I got to push even harder. I'm 6 foot, about 100. I fluctuate between about 181 and 185, depending on the day. Depends on water weight and stuff. Usually when I wake up in the morning, I'm right around 182. That's probably where I am, more than 182 pounds. And I look a lot bigger at 182 than I did at 202 because of the vascularity. You look so much bigger when you lose the weight in your midsection. Because you're just when you trim that fat off your midsection and off your arms, you just look so much bigger because of the proportionality of the whole thing. Thank you, Brand. Yes, my calf game is under. My calves are stupid big. My calves are enormous. Water weight can fluctuate up to 5 pounds a day, sports expert. Water weight can fluctuate up to 5 pounds a day. It's why I always tell people that are trying to lose weight, don't weigh yourself every day. You cannot get a good estimation of what you're losing. Weigh yourself once a week, weigh yourself once every other week. A lot of times with guys, I always tell a guy, don't even worry about your weight. Worry about how your clothes fit. Muscle weighs more than fat. It's more condensed. There are guys that weigh the same that I do, and they have a 34 or 35-inch waist. Mine's a 31-inch waist. It just tells you the difference. When I was 17, the last time my waist was 31 inches, I was 17 years old. I weighed 130 pounds. My waist is 31 inches now. I weigh 182 pounds. That's 52 pounds of muscle I put on my body. So there's a big difference, I mean, I've had people ask me to do like a fitness channel. Like, I would love to do that, but I don't have the time. I don't have the time to do a fitness channel, but I would love to do that. I would love to. But I've never really worried about my weight. I just keep track of it. It's always about how my clothes fit. I just know when I got to a point where, my belt loop was at 2. And I weighed like 218 pounds. I just remember saying, I have to lose this weight. Like I said, at one point, my belt loop was at 5. And I'm like, I got to get back there. So I went hardcore diet. I ate between 13 and 1,600 calories a day. I reinvented myself. I remotivated myself. I was in the gym pushing harder than I ever did. I dropped 17 pounds in 3 weeks. Then I plateaued. Then I lost another 10 pounds in the next 3 weeks. So I lost 27 pounds in 6 weeks. A lot of people at work noticed, I was about 190, 191 when everything stopped. Then, like I said, I've lost another, between 8 and 10 pounds since then. And I continued to work out. But now my belt loop, it went past 5. It's at 7. And that is as far as I can pull it. And if there was a 9th belt loop on it, I could do it. People at work tell me, Baddog, they're like, Kevin, you got to get new clothes. Your clothes don't fit you. Your clothes don't fit you, and you need a new belt. They don't fit. They're too big. They're way too big. They don't look right because they're 5 inches too big. Every one of my pants is 36. They're all 36-inch waist. I'm a 31. My shirts are extra large. Those hang off of me now. It's just, it's crazy. I've always loved my clothes big. I've always loved baggy clothes. I grew up in I grew up in the 80s, but I mean, the 90s was when I was a teenager and actually cared about fashion. So I've always liked baggy clothes. Always. But listen, guys, it is 1:05 in the morning, and I want to get some sleep. So again, I always appreciate you guys and girls hanging out with me, man. I know I talked a lot tonight. I guess I just had a lot to say. But I appreciate all you guys and girls. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your weekend. My mother's coming over tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have a video up. If something happens, I'll try to put a video up, but I can't guarantee anything. So, have a great night as always. Stay safe, and hopefully we see you guys. Hopefully this stream is happening on Tuesday, and if it does, I'll put it in the community notes, and hopefully we can see you then. That'll be absolutely unbelievable. I can get those 3 guys on the channel. So as always, guys and girls, thank you so much. Be safe. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. Until then, it is the Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I am gone. Peace.